doing. It's my first time, guys, doing live. I don't do this kind of stuff. Hey, guys. I don't know exactly how this works, so y'all gotta help me out just a little bit. Oh. Hi, Ace. How you doing? What's everybody up to? Oh, sorry, I almost dropped my phone. Hey. From Maine. How is it over there? In Maine. I'm trying to get back to doing all these filters. Oh, what's everybody doing? Margarito, hey! How are you doing? I really suck at this. How are you doing? Margarito. This is the first time I'm going live. I'm really freaking nervous. Like, really nervous. I'm just barely getting used to doing the videos, even though I do a lot. Yeah, I made a few TikToks before I actually went live just a little while ago. I'm doing okay. We're having my uncle's memorial service this weekend. Question? What's your question? Sure, I'd probably be nervous and not know what to do or say. Yeah, but yeah, sure, if they allow it. Yeah, I'm game. Like I said, I'll be nervous. Like right now, I don't know if you could tell, I'm nervous. Okay, cool. I just want to see where all my people are at, or new people. You let me know what's up. Like, say hi. I'm already past all of that. That's already gone. I don't know if y'all can hear the TV in the back, but I'm watching that movie, Easy A. I don't know who's seen that movie before. How was everybody's day? What did everybody do today? Where's everybody at?
Oh, what the deal?
Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you
Awesome.
hear
Hey,
me?
how's your night going? Yeah, yeah. All good, all good.
It's going all right. Just here at home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
Just
awesome. I'm asking, where you from? I'm asking.
San Antonio.
Oh, Texas. Nice. How's it like out there?
Eh.
Hey,
I
little
can't. I
James, how
tend
you
to
doing?
keep to
How's it going?
myself a lot. Huh?
That's oh, it's down. So the way this works is like when like, on my side I'm live, your side you're live, right? So like my
Hmm.
peoples will comment, and you can't see it, and vice versa. So you'll be seeing like, hey, what's up,
Oh,
what's going on? Yeah. So maybe in due time they'll merge them together so we can see both sides. The only time I've seen that is when like not in America, but like other countries, you can do up to four people at
yeah.
once, and everybody sees his comments. So but in America, but
Oh,
on our
really?
side, yeah, yeah. Hey, did you
Hmm.
see my last post? Johnny, I haven't seen it, so I'll scope it out in a minute.
No,
Everything okay
not
with you, Johnny?
yet.
How's your day?
It's
But
okay.
yeah,
It's been all right.
yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, no,
How you
but yeah,
doing?
what? Oh, I'm blessed. I love that. I'm blessed. Like, yeah, it sounds crazy. Like obviously TikTok is like I don't know how it is for you. I know new to TikTok on your side of town. I've been out here September 1st to be actually 1 year my 1 year TikTok anniversary.
Oh,
So with that
really?
said, yeah, yeah. Before TikTok, it was Facebook. I'm still on Facebook, IG, and Twitter, but like that's what I have on my ink, etc. So I was just telling a story. So basically, before I jumped to
Oh.
TikTok, I was uh I was going through a breakup last year, like a really a really bad one, you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So when
yeah.
I was going through
I know
it,
how that feels.
yeah, yeah, it ain't no fun, you know. So with that said, I was like doing my notes. Hopefully my post is true. Hey, Johnny, I'll skip it on in a minute. But when I was going through it, like not a competition, right? But I was
Yeah.
like, my ex got up and left. I have like nothing I
Thank
tell
you,
people. Me
Tara.
as an individual, I have
Hmm.
nothing against my ex. You know, we and her and I comparing best
Yeah.
as. You know, she's got her days, but we compare best as. You know, but everything
Yeah.
happens for a reason in life, quote unquote, right?
Oh,
So,
yeah, of
so with
course.
that said,
Yeah.
yeah. So with that said, I was picking at it, and I was just like writing my little notes. That's why, for example, your TikTok, and I vibe, and other like see me personally, like
Hmm.
when I see a person going through a breakup, they're trying to figure out why they're going what they're going through. I just drop 'em, like on my side. I'm a
Yeah.
technician, so with computer questions, like Apple, Microsoft, I got you. Computer questions, I'm the mechanic. That's my ish. So with that said, I have my notes on my phone, right? So I just copy and paste everything on my clipboard. So when I drop
Oh,
my
okay.
comments,
Yeah.
yeah. So when I drop my comments, like on your TikTok or anyone that's going through it, like my
Yeah.
comments are like kind of like a little harsh, but it's to stab you in the
Hmm.
heart to get your attention, so you understand what you're going through, because
Yeah, I noticed
if
that.
you yeah. So and it's not to be rude. It's just to get your attention. Like yo, I
Oh,
know
no,
how
no,
that
no. Yeah,
feels.
I kind of like
And,
at first I was like, but then I was like, okay,
yeah,
no.
right. Yeah, most definitely. It's like tell people, you have to be a little bit minded. Like obviously, like when you die and it hurts. Oh yeah, hell yeah, it hurts. But
Yeah.
if you have a little guidance, they can like, hey, okay, I said it this way, but let me elaborate so you see where I'm coming from, and then from there,
Yeah.
wise, you potentially you'll get it. And that's why like it's like crazy talk, but in the 3D world, light workers we're like God's
Crazy talk.
angels, quote unquote. Yeah. Well, in the Spanish culture, we don't do talk 3D, 4D, 5D, etc. That's more spiritual talk, right? Quote unquote.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why, like in the Spanish culture, what I'm saying, all of my ink, etc. What's up, Mamichi? With all my ink I got, I'm considered really crazy because like we're not supposed to go talk about the Spanish culture, the way we function, and then like empathy
Yeah.
narcissist, right? So empathy narcissist in our culture, the analogies,
Oh
not
man,
knowing, I just
I was married to a narcissist.
then you know what's going on. What's up, me? Then you know what's going on. So
Yeah.
for how long? I'm asking for how long?
Well, it's actually it's been over a decade that I've been divorced from him.
Okay. Overall,
So
how long you
it's
know each other? Overall, I'm asking. Overall, like day one to the last day,
like
roughly
2 years,
2 years.
and we have a 12-year-old.
Oh, so basically, this is like your first long term, basically, correct? Roughly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he just got out of prison in 2016. I'm not gonna lie, I crumbled. Like I hid like I didn't want him to know where I was at. Uh,
Right.
he was in there
Hey,
for
Rodrigo, what's up?
attempted murder towards me. um,
Damn.
evading arrest, under the influence, possession, just a whole bunch of stuff.
A rap sheet? Yeah, yeah. He built his grave pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, like he was a heroin addict. Yeah.
Dang. No, I'm sorry. That's pretty rough, most definitely. So how you holding up now, I'm asking?
I'm so terrified of him.
But
Like point
is
blank,
he
so terrified of him.
is he locally wise? Is he free as a bee, or what's the deal with him as far as his situation as
I
you
don't
speak
know his
wise?
situation.
Is he
I
out
like
or
I
is he
said,
still?
no, he's out of. From what I heard, he over here in San Antonio, he is supposedly. What I heard, he's living in the woods on the east side of San Antonio.
Oh, okay, avoiding people,
That
quote unquote.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
So I mean,
the positive
like I
is
just yeah,
mhm, avoiding best as 1,000. Yeah, I totally get that, most definitely. And that's where it gets scary
yeah,
because now it's like your safety wise.
yeah. That he doesn't know where I'm at, like what side of town or anything. He doesn't know anything about me. It's just that fear
No, well,
of
yeah, because why is the reason? Because you know the potential. If he sees, you know the potential what can happen, and
yeah. He won't
and
care.
with him when he's right with him when he sees you, he's easily triggered, right? And from
Yeah.
there he'll do his thing, not caring. He's
Well,
gonna
see, the thing is
unleash the big.
now all his family moved to Pennsylvania. First, it was his sister before he even got out of prison. I kept in touch with her because her and I were really close when I was
Yeah,
part of the family. Like
okay.
her and I were really close, and then we lost touch, all that other stuff. Then my ex mother-in-law finally went over there because she got clean because she was a heroin addict with him.
Okay. Very
Yeah,
well.
so I mean, like, and then recently I found out that his little brother, because his little brother is terrified of him also. So he was
Well,
staying
what do you
down here
expect?
with me in San Antonio. But then I don't know what
Okay.
happened. I don't know, but now he's in Pennsylvania also and he's clean. So all of them are in
Well, that's
Pennsylvania clean. They try to get him, but yeah. So I
well, a
keep a low
person will only
profile.
change when they want to. Exactly. Well, if, like you said, if he's a narcissist, 1,000 member narcissist can't ever change. It's highly impossible. They can quote unquote try
Yeah.
to, but they can't because there is the only way the only way that makes him suffice or live in this world is with another empath to
Yeah.
uplift and make him feel good. Even though when they're doing wrong, what do? We're lovers and healers. So
It's
make him
just
feel
for
good and
real.
when
Like I tried. I tried. I know what I'm not gonna I did talk to him when he got out for a little bit only because of our kid.
correct.
But he wasn't making an effort to try to show that he was changing because he got with some girl, and
They
then I
want.
found out that after him and that girl broke up, she was telling me something about that it wasn't her that was stopping him from seeing our kid. It was himself.
Well, it sounds about right
He,
because yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like I was like, because he kept blaming her, and I'm like, this doesn't sound like this chick would blame, like, was, try to provoke that.
Stop him. Correct, right.
Yeah, like, so,
But
I mean,
remember
there's a
that.
lot of stuff.
Right, right, and that's the way they function. Remember, a narcissist for the most part, like you know more than I do. The way you describing him, he sounds either he's a narcissist for sure, 1,000, or heard him with a lot high narcissist traits, right? But with that said, if a narcissist, a true narcissist, they like broken heart. They don't love. We love. They can't. They have broken heart. So with that said,
Yeah,
they use the kids for leverage. They always have excuses, and then that's where it's tricky because in the toxic relationship. It sucks for the parents. Like I've been through a lot.
yeah.
Said no, no one's perfect. I can tell you stories. But with that
Oh,
said,
yeah. I'm
put the
nowhere near
parents aside.
perfect.
Right, exactly, exactly. And with that said, the true victims are our kids. Our kiddos are the true victims because every kid in this world wants to see the parents together. The downfall is the
Hmm.
kids don't know what the parents are going through. They don't know why they're bumping heads, and that's where it gets hard. Because you're like, okay, in the Spanish culture, I imagine tradition speaking wise, we stick to the side. To the thick thing, we stay there before the kids because the family's gonna
Yeah.
talk about us. The community gonna talk about us. So we do it for tradition reason wise, not because we love them. No, we have love for them. We don't love them. That got lost a long time ago. We just doing it because
Oh, yeah.
tradition. And
Like,
that's the
I
downfall.
think
Is like,
about him and I'm like, I'm hoping he's okay, but at the same time, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he didn't care. Like, stop it. But
you
I
know what
mean,
that
it
is,
just happens. It comes and it goes.
right? But do you know what that is? That feeling.
No, and I don't want to know. I'm just
You,
like,
all right, I don't want to die. No, what that is this. So like on TikTok, if you look at the or even Google it, an empath is
Mm-hmm.
basically a lover, healer, and overthinker, right? That's a traditional
Mm-hmm.
definition. My definition of a traditional hurt lost empath, I was traditional, old school, hurt when
Yeah.
going through breakups, you died, right? Her last empath, the category. So on TikTok, you will hear the word dark empath, which I call a lost
Mm-hmm.
empath because that's the ones that are like in the streets, like in the mafiosos, gangbangers, that that hard life because they
Oh
have
yeah.
no guidance. So that's why I tell people. And then you have others in the system, no kid, no parents, nothing. They're like nobody's in this world, and they go through a
Yeah.
lot because why? No guidance. Once again, they have it harder than all of us do. Because at least we have family shelter, but even then, you have to observe your family and your friends, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so my definition of a traditional last step is this: you guys are lovers, healers, and overthinkers, right? What do you worry about? Love, time, death. Out of the five W's, what, where, why, whom, why? Your favorite question in the world is what with the cherry on top? Why? That's why you die, right? Because you're always picking why. But here's the kicker. To the side, why I want to say this: all the questions you have in your head, on the other side, you have the answers, but you need guidance. Someone's got to hold your hand to guide you, and that's where it gets
Yeah.
tricky. It sounds like it sounds mind blowing, right? And the reason why you're saying what you said a
Yeah.
minute ago is like this: because since you're lovers and healers, right, and you're overthinkers, like I would say maybe like 90% of your choices is done with your heart feelings before your mind common sense, and that's the reason why intuition always fighting. Like that's the reason why we when they do us dirty, you're like, fuck. Again, gosh, damn, I'm a retard. Like, nah, you're not a
Yeah.
retard. You just need guidance. You need guidance, and that's why we do the
Yeah.
mistakes that we do.
I took him
Give them
back
another
one
chance.
time years ago while I was pregnant. That didn't last either. That's when he went to prison for trying to kill me.
Yeah,
I
well, see,
shouldn't be
that's the
laughing, but
no. Here's the kicker: it's laughing therapy. Like in the beginning, obviously, it was very scary, right? But now that time has progressed in the healing process, you can laugh about it because it sucks. Yeah, oh yeah, like me, I got chased with the boiling water wise. I almost stabbed. My ex broke me up with a skillet. Not my recent, like my first baby mom's, but when I was sleeping, she hit me with a skillet pan on my head, and I thought I was dreaming. Like, yo, am I dreaming? Oh no, round two, boom, blood and everything. Oh shit, this shit's for real.
he put
So
a
so
butcher knife to my neck when I was like a month and a half pregnant. He got
oh yeah, they don't.
he got drunk. He was on Xanax and all some other stuff, and he flipped. And then next thing I know, he's on top of me with a freaking butcher knife, and I'm like, really? Like I was so used to it, I was just like, chill.
You're
Like,
basically.
what the hell is wrong with you?
Do
And
you know
I
what that's
guess
called when
because
you
I'm
say
not
that?
that one to scream and freak out and make a scene or
Yeah.
anything like that, even if I'm inside my apartment.
Right.
But I guess people heard the commotion. Next thing I know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing freaking cops flying through my front door, and I'm like, okay, like,
Oh yeah.
I guess
My girl
someone's
says.
hurt.
My girl says on my side. She says your ex is a psychotic narcissist. Very true. Cause yeah, so you have like I don't know if you know, but in the narcissist world, you have five categories. You have your a covert, which is like they act nice. First and foremost, all narcissists they can act nice, they can't be nice, right? But a covert out of
Yeah,
all of them is the nicer version of them. They're the one that tell you dreams the fastest. Everybody, you have sociopaths, psychopaths, but all narcissists. But those are higher level one, like the one like the way you describing your ex. Yeah, he's a sociopath. He's level 4, level 5. That's the one you got to be very careful with because
that's like a
they
level
will take
10
you
for
out.
me. I mean, and see, the thing was, he was supposed to do 10 years, and he got out 7.5 after 7.5 years. So
It's a
that was
good
another
time.
thing that got me scared. Like that, like they caught me off guard. Because, okay, I don't know if they do it over there where you're at, but they're supposed to call you, like the cops or whatever. They're supposed to let you know, hey, you
Yeah.
know what? They didn't
So
call
and
me.
so's out.
My ex-sister-in-law
Oh,
called me and was like, hey, so and so is out. And I was like, I crumbled. I like literally, I crumbled. I was just like, nope, I'm not doing this. Like, yeah, I crumbled.
yeah. No,
Mind you, I
sorry.
hadn't
That
been with him for that long, and I was still terrified.
no, but that's called trauma bond. Even though they're not
Yeah,
around you, you're still like a little stuck on them. You're scared of them because of the situation. Because now you gotta wait if they're gonna catch up to you or not. Then my girl
yeah,
says,
like,
that's the scary psychology dangerous one. Oh yeah, his brain is already gone from being a narcissist, and it's even worse to do the drugs use. 1,000. Hey, what's up, Mari?
yeah.
¿Cómo que dice? and that's the thing. It gets
Tara
very
said,
tough
I
because
feel you on that. I'm from Houston. I was in a similar situation 20 years ago. Wait,
yeah. So
I
that's
think,
it gets rough because that's the cool thing about TikTok because like other platforms like type of yo Facebook, IG, and Snap, Twitter, they don't talk about this. It's like very small talk and that's it. People make like posts about like
uh,
breakup relationship advice, but TikTok, yo, the world is dying on TikTok and they don't give a shit. They're like balling all day every day, not holding back.
it is, it's like the comments I see that people like just, yeah, it gets me so angry because I'm like, why are you gonna do that? Like, why are you gonna be just straight up rude with somebody for no reason?
They can't agree. How you doing, miss? No, yeah, for sure, for
Huh?
sure. But see, that's what. Oh, say hi on my side. That's what You gotta be like top people. You gotta be like first and foremost, especially all platforms for sure, but especially TikTok. When you do like your TikToks, QMS, how's it going? Um, you put yourself out to the world, right? So if you're in the healing process,
Yep.
like top people, like me, I say things very easily because I'm already woke. I went through my healing process, the awakening process, and I'm woke now, right? So I say it easily with no emotions. A lot of people can try to
Yeah.
talk about it and they'll choke because they're still dealing with the healing process and the awakening process, and that's where it
Yeah.
gets tricky. And then obviously you're gonna have your trolls, you're gonna have your your sore losers giving you grief, etc. And the bullies. But that's their job because they're miserable, and that's why people like that you
Hmm.
can block them if you choose to, and then if you have your support team, they'll support you every which way, right? Me personally,
Yeah.
me as an individual on this app, right? I love me before I became woke on my ink. I love to debate. I'm very open minded. Let's vibe. Let's. Now that I'm woke, I'm like, yo,
Hmm.
tell the trolls, like, yo, all the trolls and all the bullies, like, yo, I need you, not want you to. I need you to comment on my TikTok and let's have fun. And then I go and I call them out. Hey, open minded way, it's not in a bad way. Let's debate. Let's do a live. And the
Yeah.
majority run away. I'm like, yo, it's just a live. Let's vibe it up.
Yeah.
If I'm
Of
dumb,
course.
elaborate to me why I'm dumb.
Yeah.
But that's why I tell people you gotta be strong because yes, you're gonna have people supporting you for sure. Then you're gonna have your
Oh
haters
yeah.
and your people that just
Yeah.
oh you're just trying to do a sob story. You're doing it for clout. Like nah, I'm just telling a story and that's it. I tell people, yo, I'm not a
Mhm.
survivor. I'm not a victim. I'm just telling a story and that's it. Because no one deserves
Exactly.
this. And
I
I'll just explain to you
actually,
what's. Hmm.
yeah. No worries. I'm sorry.
Go
I
for it.
didn't mean to interrupt.
No, 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 no.
So
Go, 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 go.
I
I
did
get
a
to.
couple of videos
Yeah.
a while back, well not too long ago, about bullying and all that stuff. And there's one guy
Yeah.
in there he was laughing and I was like, what's funny? I don't even remember his name. I didn't even acknowledge him after that. He was I make fun of people. Good for you. Like, okay, like I didn't even
Yeah.
respond back because the only reason I responded back the first time is because I want to know it was funny. I want to know what he was gonna say. I already
Right.
had a feeling I knew what he was gonna say, but he didn't
Right.
get
You want
another
to
right
verify.
out of me. So
Correct. That's
yeah, I didn't
good.
even hear him after
'Cause-
that.
right, and that's good. And what are you doing with that
Yeah,
situation?
you and I both. You and I both. Sorry, when I'm.
No, you good. You good. You good. This is part of the dual life. That's how it functions. But with that said, that's good because what he was trying to do is trigger you. So that's why I tell people when
Yes,
you're healing,
and
you
yeah,
have to
you
recognize your
really I
triggers.
don't back down, and I don't. I talk a lot of crap. So,
Well, see
but I
that's in
had
the beginning. Like, hmm
But see, I specifically had said in one of my other videos also was that I was just gonna totally ignore any kind of bad comments or anything that was gonna go on when it comes to my videos and stuff like that. So I had to keep that in my head, like
right, keep it
keep
humble.
that in your head. Yeah, like don't
Correct.
back down.
Right. Well, see, you don't have to back
Hey,
down. Like you can kill him with kindness if you choose to. But that's why as an individual, I tell people like me personally, right? So like I don't when I go live or like my TikTok, I don't block nobody for the most part. But when they become racial and BS, I will block them. But before that, like if I'm on a live, right, and they be like, yo, they're dropping the N
yeah,
word and all this, and they're being racial, right? I tell you that before I block you, because I don't really block you, but what you're trying to do is cause a controversy on the live, and you're just being a troll, right? Hey, what up, Tequila
yeah,
Dance? How you doing, brother? How's it going? With that said, I tell you that I'm gonna stab you in the heart to get your attention, and there's two words you got to study. So before I block you, I'm gonna stab you in your heart. I tell you either you're a narcissist, and that's your job, because you're bitter,
yeah,
so and you want to be fixed. So I'm gonna tell you the reason why you're overthinking so much, and why you keep using people in your life. And the reason why is this:
yeah,
I can't fix you, no one can fix you, not even God can fix you. You know why? Because you're the devil's disciples. Because the devil can't step in God's house, but you can, because you're the devil's disciple. You can
yeah,
wear the, you can,
exactly.
you can look,
Yeah,
like, you can
yeah,
look like a priest, you can be a nun, you can be an evangelist, but you can still rape and touch kids, right? A narcissist, not an
I
empath. But you look like an
guess.
empath, right? That right,
Yeah,
that right, Tom,
yeah.
or you're a or your traditional last name with narcissist traits, and you're bitter in life, but you haven't figured out what you are. So remember
Yeah.
those two words, empathist, narcissist. Now study those, and then I block them, because
I
now
think
I stay in
I'm
their
kind
head.
of a narcissist, but I'm not exactly sure what kind.
No, so here's the kicker. That's so when you say that, right? Remember this: everybody in the world, everybody, day one, I don't care what color you are, what you come, everyone is an empath. As you start aging, right? As a
Mm-hmm.
kid, not knowing, this is my belief. As a kid, because I can see on my behalf. As a kid, not
Rent
knowing,
free.
when we're
We
going,
went rent free. Uh-huh. Sorry.
oh no, you good, you good, you good. As a kid, not knowing, we choose to be like an empath or a narcissist, not knowing from our parents, the good parent, the bad parent, and whoever raised you, right, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But as you figure out, I mean, as you figure out how empathist functions and narcissist, remember this: everybody in the world, everybody has narcissist traits. So on TikTok, everybody drops the word narcissist way, way too freely, way too freely. So if
I
someone's mean to
noticed
you,
that.
narcissist. No, it's too free.
Oh
Like,
my
yo,
gosh, I noticed that so much.
yeah,
I was like, everywhere on TikTok, I'm like, wow,
narcissist.
okay. I'm
No,
just like,
yeah.
okay,
So
hey,
here's the
this,
kicker.
like,
Basically, so and the reason why they drop it so freely, because that male female the walls are so
for
high.
real in their
It's like
head.
hella. Yeah, it's like narcotics. So everyone, the walls are so high, right? So if someone tells them advice like, "Hey, this is what I'm making you, or you need to do this," right? And they'll easily get offended, like, "Oh, you're a narcissist." Like, nah, I'm just giving you advice, but you don't have to vibe with
Yeah.
me. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
like me. I'll eventually do a TikTok, but me like I like to make fun of it. It'd be like, "Oh, the sun's in my eye, the sun's a narcissist. The stars are misaligned, the stars are narcissists." Like, dude, that's how easily everyone drops it way too easily. Like, nah, it's not
Oh
like
yeah.
that. You have to know a thousand they are. I remember. So when like on TikTok, when for example, we've all done it when we have partners that we have, we're bumping heads with, right? So
Oh
as an
yeah.
individual, you know you're a good person, right? But when you hit somebody or you break
I'm
something or
like,
you get verbally abusive, what is that? They will say that narcissist traits for sure narcissist trait, but you're not a narcissist, and that's called
yeah.
reactive abuse because you kept it humble, you stay quiet, you bottle up, and then what happens to you? You pop
That
off.
makes
When you pop,
perfect sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not a narcissist. It's narcissist traits, but the reason why, once again, the proper word you heard a lot on TikTok is called reactive abuse. What I say is basically like this: you stayed so quiet for so long, but your tongue kept humble until it kept poking the bear. Today's a day, and so you got to be cautious because remember, for the most part, narcissists 1,000. And with that said, remember, traditional last name with narcissist traits. We all have narcissist traits. We do the same shit a narcissist does. We try to do that when there's a big crowd at a party, quinceañera, a little get together, and that's when they
Hmm.
test you. They test you, boom. And I remember your first situation that you pop off in front of everybody, they crucify you, right? And that person, they
Yeah.
always beat you up, they always mistreat you, and they'll be like, "Oh no, well he or she does it all the time. You, that's not you." And then now you look like the devil. You look like the bad person. Now everyone flips on you. That you're that he or she, your ex is the victim, and you're the evil person. You're like, what? My first offense, you
Oh
crucify
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Like,
But see, the thing about me is I've never been one, even with my ex-husband, when he would, beat my ass or whatever, I still
yeah,
wouldn't keep my mouth shut. I would defend myself. I don't care. Like I'm gonna say what
right.
I'm
But
gonna
that's
say. Like that's just gonna
yeah,
be me. Like I mean, like and it's weird because even with my ex-husband, like I would still be very careful with being really, really mean. Not because at that time, not because I was afraid of him, but it's because that just wasn't in me to be that mean to say
right,
like unforgettable things. Like
right. Because why?
just like
Because words can
yeah,
stab you in the heart.
yeah, I held
Like,
my
hey,
tongue,
Lisa, how
but
you
then
doing?
later on, I just didn't care after a while. I couldn't. I just
Oh
stopped
yeah,
caring. I just was going off, and then people were like, "Oh my God, you're so mean," and this wasn't you, and da da da. So then that gets me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything. So I keep my tongue.
right, right,
Sometimes when they really get me heated is when I don't hold back, especially if they're playing
right.
with my emotions. They're playing with my
Correct. And
emotions.
no, that's good because what are you doing? Now you're standing your ground. But when you stand your ground, you're the mean person. Like nah. Like me
Yeah,
when I went to my ex last year, I started before I did all this ink right, and I was doing my Facebook lives and stuff. Like I tell
yeah.
people, like my story is pretty much accurate. If you go to like my TikTok bio, you click the IG
Hmm.
icon, you'll see my Instagram and you'll see my YouTube channel. Like you'll see my Facebook
Yeah.
lives, and then I just transition to my TikTok lives, right? So with that said, like
Oh
tell
yeah,
people
yeah,
like
yeah.
so that's why I'm on TikTok once again because look, I'm vibing with you. I don't know you from Adams, right? But this is where you meet some badass, unique individuals that are going through it. And that's for me as an individual. Like, yo, on Facebook, I would do my lives. Majority of my females vibe with me because I tell them basically a female story, right? But it was like
Yeah.
I was just sitting there. I was just sitting there. Once again, I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm just trying to spread the word, right? So when my nephews
Yeah.
told me about TikTok, I was like, nah, TikTok's for little kids. Y'all just dancing. Like, no, there's more than just dancing. There's more. So what I did, right? I tell people, yo, I tell people on TikTok, you don't believe me? Actually, before TikTok, Facebook, I'd be like, yo, Facebook, do you believe what I'm saying? If you want better advice in life, instead of
Yeah.
Facebook, yo, go on TikTok, type in, breakup, toxic, watch the world die. You're not the only one hurting. You're not the only one dying. I promise you that. And with that said, that's when you're out here, you vibing with awesome individuals, and that's why I tell
Yeah.
people, yo, if it was for TikTok, I would be, I could talk, I would know what I know, I would know what I know now, but I couldn't go no more than Facebook because that's how it would be, Now that there's
Oh
hey
yeah.
Lali, how you doing? How's it going? And that's why that's why I like tell you, that's why me as an individual, like I drop my comments and then like my followers like, yo, I see you, man. You be everywhere. I see because my hands are like this in my profile. So I see your
Yes.
profile pic,
Like,
man.
and my first TikTok video was of a breakup.
Yeah,
It was of a breakup and me throwing away the stuff that he bought me.
yeah,
I just needed to, yeah. But then I started
yeah.
getting like more views and more people, and they were looking. So, and I've never been that one like to actually do stuff like this. And then I started getting used to it, and yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's that TikTok life all day, every day. It's you jump on
Like
here,
I
I tell
haven't
you,
really even
like,
been on. I haven't really been on Facebook. Like the only time I get on Facebook is to talk to my kids on Messenger. So
right, yeah, that's cool. See, but I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you, like one of my followers here, Sheila, he's like I met him last year, right? Cause TikTok, he's all Facebook, and he's 17 years old, right? Going on 18. He's like, Facebook is for old people and drama. I was laughing like, hey, yo, ain't that the damn truth? He's like, no, that
That is
shit's dead.
true.
No, it is. You break it down, it is. Because thinking about it, like everybody on Facebook, like for example, couples, right? They'll do like family
Mhm.
pictures and couple pictures and shit. The next day, fuck you, and you're cheating with that bitch. You're like,
Yep.
damn, look at all that drama. Fake
Yeah.
ass pictures.
Yeah. Like on my
Yeah, so that's
Instagram,
not,
it's just videos on my Instagram from TikTok.
yeah. I think that's how I am. That's why I tell people that if you want to come up really fast on social media, TikTok number one is the
Hmm.
best because you can make the add the music, do all the add the filters, do whatever. Right? But when you're done with it, you save it to your phone, right? And then it
Oh
saves to your
yeah.
phone. Now you go to your Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Just upload, add your hashtags,
Yeah.
rolling. You ain't gotta say nothing. You just upload, rolling.
Dude, you've been suspended 6 times on Facebook. What did you do?
Damn,
I've never been suspended on Facebook.
you're pissing somebody off big time. Don't that or they're just trolling you because they're bored. But typically it's because you're bothering somebody,
No,
especially on Facebook.
it's one of my people. They're good people that like yeah that spoke the truth. Yeah, that usually gets you. Yeah, that gets you in trouble.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
Apparently,
1,000. That's
it
what here on
really
TikTok, for
does.
example, on TikTok wise, right? So as you're
Yeah.
coming up, remember TikTok is the number one platform in the world as we speak, right? So they're the biggest hustlers. So I don't know if you know this, and that when you go live, right, and people start gifting you like whatever they gift you, right? Here's the
Mm-hmm.
kicker. So TikTok keeps 70% of that cut, and 30% is yours. So if that person gave $10 of their money, TikTok gets seven, you get three. Yeah, they're hustlers all day, every day. Yeah. So I tell people on my lives, bitch, it out. You don't have to give me nothing. I don't
You
recommend it
gonna get
because you're
it
doing.
knocked
You're.
out to be saying that where they can see you. I'm just playing.
Oh no, I say it many, many times, man. You can Google that. Cause I googled it. I was like, how much they get?
Money
Like it's 70.
sign.
Yeah, 70, 30 all
Yeah.
day. That's why I tell people if you want to give somebody for real, ask for the Venmo,
And like
ask for the Cash
YouTube.
App.
Like I don't know
Yeah.
how to do the YouTube. Like they're telling me to do like I like people are also telling me to do like the YouTube, TikTok. I don't know what they mean. Like I don't know what to do with that. They're like go on
Oh well,
YouTube.
here's the kicker. Yeah. So YouTube, IG, so all the platforms now, since TikTok is number one, right? So before IG, you
Mhm.
have like regular stories and feeds. Now it's an invitation to TikTok on IG and YouTube, same concept. But
Mm.
like I tell people, it's me personally on my YouTube channel, like this live, right?
Yeah.
Along with the TikTok on your side too. So this is your first live, right? So after you're done with
Yeah.
this live, on your side, if you go when you go to like I don't know if you have Android or iPhone, but anyways, when you go to your profile account and you
I
go,
have an Android.
okay, so you have Android, right? So you go to your bottom right, when you go to your main profile, right? Your personal profile, the
Mm-hmm.
top right, you'll see a few little buttons, or it says like options. But hit the three buttons and look for it. It'll say live replay. As long as the server of TikTok work correctly, this live as we speak, it's saved on your TikTok account. So what you do with this
Okay.
live, you download it to your phone, right? And then if you want to build a YouTube channel or IG or Facebook, upload it to the other platforms. So then people see on
Okay.
other social media you're on TikTok, etc. And
Because like
me
the
personally,
first,
I love
okay,
it.
I was gonna start a YouTube channel like years ago, a couple of years ago, but
Do
it was
it,
gonna be a
do it,
makeup tutorial one. But then I
do
got
whatever you
sidetracked
want.
with
It's
other
yours.
things, and
Oh,
so now I'm
life
just
and dealing with him.
yeah, like
No,
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
yeah. No, yeah, you too. That's like tell people like my followers. Oh, I miss you live. I go, it's cool. Hey, which I need to do more TikToks about it. But I type it, yo, go my name, hit the little, hit the IG icon. There's my YouTube channel, and there
Yeah,
I'm pretty much repetitive. I always talk about life, relation, why you suffered, and vibe about whatever you want to vibe about. But me, I just try
yeah.
to help and guide other amps about what's really happening in life because money, fame, entertainment, that's just cosmetics, man. It's accessories, not
Oh yeah,
necessities. So you got to
yeah.
deal with your person. You got to tell people, tell everybody, yo, you got to deal with around you, your home, and your
Oh yeah.
environment. That's what you need to
I mean,
care
I live
about.
by
Because if
myself. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. I shouldn't be saying that on your show.
no, that's cool.
Whoops.
Not just don't worry about it. No, yo,
Uh-huh.
that's cool. Like me, yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool, and
I shouldn't
that's
be
your happy
saying it
medium.
out loud. Or
Now you're good. You're good. And from there, wise, what you gonna call it? Like remember, like I tell people in real life, you gotta have a happy home. Wherever your home is, I don't care if you live in a tent underneath the bridge. There has to be a happy home. At least you have a shitty day, a bad day at work, whatever. When you come back home, it's got to be happy. At
yeah,
least that's your safe house. If you have a shitty partner, shitty environment, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna stay there? You gonna keep pushing? What are you gonna do to fix it? And I know it's for
yeah.
sure it's
Thanks,
easier said than
Tom.
done, but it's just like you gotta have that's your safe house, man. Go home. Guess what? A shitty day. It's okay. I'm back home. I'm chilling with myself, with my squad, my peoples, and I'm good. I'm blessed. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
along the way, give a little ground. Another day to do good. And that's how it's supposed to be. Day by day in baby
Oh yeah, of
steps.
course.
You know.
Like
So,
okay, because okay, I was out of my apartment for a month because over
mhm.
here the city of San Antonio closed down my apartment complex
Oh
because
dang,
well
no
they're
way.
crap. Because they're crap. But there was a lot of like break-ins and like a lot of the apartments around me.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but like everybody, like a lot of like the neighbors and stuff that I talked to, like they were pissed off because my apartment didn't get broken into. They're like, how did you know who was broke? And I'm like, no, the hell, like I don't talk to nobody. I barely talk to them. Like those are the only people I hang out with. Like they're like, well, how is it that yours didn't get touched? And I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, they're
Like
trying to accuse you.
yeah, they're like, because
You
you
set
didn't
us
even
up.
come back for that whole month. And I'm like, because they kept pushing the date back. That's why. Otherwise, I would have been here.
Right.
So, and then they try to accuse my friend, and I'm like, yeah, no, don't do that. Don't accuse my people. Like, don't do that.
No, yeah, no, that which is for sure because they have like not right in a bad way, but for
Hi,
sure they're gonna
Tony.
accuse if anybody's like you, your neighbors that didn't get broken in, like yo, it's a setup. Like nah, I'm just here. I don't
Yeah,
have
no.
problems with nobody.
What's
You know.
weird is literally in my little pile. I guess you could say little pile, like next door, upstairs, and then like across.
Yeah.
Literally, it was all of those, but not mine, and that's somebody else's. So I was
Well,
like,
they
and
didn't care
I'm
for your
thinking in my
room.
head, okay, I can understand why, but at the same
Right, right,
time, I'm
right,
like, that's not me.
right. I don't need
That is
that.
not
That's
me.
karma.
Right? Blame the Latina. I
I,
know. My friend,
I
blame
don't
the
need your stuff.
Latina. But yeah, so anyway, and it's funny because yeah, the one that accused me is white, but she's cool.
No.
It was weird. She's like, I was just having a bad day, and I'm like, okay, so you're just gonna go ahead and just go on a rampage. Okay, we're cool.
Right. You need a hug. You'd be like, you need a hug, but not from me.
For real. And I haven't spoken to her since. Like she saw me outside earlier, and I was like, hey. She's like, hey, hey.
Right.
Because I hate being
Hi, bye.
accused of doing things that I don't do. Like it's just it gets to me for some reason, like really bad.
Well, no, when I say this, but like me personally, the word hate is a it's a strong word. I use that. I say that's more for
Oh
narcissists.
yeah.
Just I use the word like dislike. It bothers me.
Well, no, okay, I
But
can't stand it. Like it just gets to me.
there you go. Yeah,
Like
and
it
it's a good day
bothers
by
me.
day.
I don't understand.
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, well, see that's why, like for example, in breakups, right? In the very beginning of a breakup, we're very bitter, 1,000, and potentially hate each other individual because like, yo, you gave up time. You can't get time back, right? At all. That's why we're hella bothered.
No.
And potentially they hate you because, yo, you did me dirty. And like type of in a relationship, nobody's perfect. We
Yep.
all do mistakes. We all butt heads. But once again, if you have guidance,
You're the
you will
one
figure
that's the
out
bad
why.
thing.
Yeah, right. And with guidance, you will figure out why it happened. And that's why once
Mm-hmm.
again, people on my side get offended when I say that. They'll be like, yo, we're stuck in a generation cycle not knowing, and everyone was raised to fail not knowing. I tell you, if your parents don't know anything about Amps and Arcs, didn't teach you about that, our flaw. Schools didn't teach you about Amps
Yeah.
and Arcs, our flaw. But it's cool because on TikTok, the most platform in the world, yo, we vibing. Now we learn. We learn, we vibe, we
Exactly.
share notes, share
Exactly.
experiences, and from there, we share it to others. That type of pass it on. All this shit, take and run with it. I don't care. I don't need it. Not in a bad way, but
Yeah.
just share it. And that's the idea, just to keep vibing and just uplifting, guiding others. Because like that people, that's why I love TikTok because I might never see you face to face, but this is close enough. Because the world's too
Oh
big
yeah, of
and we're not that
course.
rich.
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
the and
Yeah. I know what you
me
mean.
personally, like me last year, right? Like before my girl and I we hooked up last year, right? That TikTok love
Yeah.
story. So we hit it out. Real shit will talk. Like you have the dating
Oh.
apps. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
the dating apps. You got all that bullshit. Like me, I tried the dating apps. Oh no, hell no. Like me before with my ex, we were together for 7 years, right? So when I was going to break up, I was trying. I was like,
That's
yo, let
where
me
I
try
met
this.
my 7-year-old daughter, the dating app.
I, re- I really. So I tried, but like me, I'm very like I'm a socialist, right? So I'm always asking questions
Yeah.
on vibe, etc. I like to just pick at your brain, see what's up with you, see where you stand as an individual, right? Think about you.
Yeah.
So with that said, like I try to date naps. Nah, man. All these females be like, yo, you talk a lot. I'm like, I'm just trying to get to know you. What's the deal?
And what's your point? That'd be me.
And to me,
Sorry.
so
Well,
so
that would
I
be
no
me.
me. Right, no, no, no. To me, what I would tell him, I'll be, oh, I'm talking too much. So do you want to? And I just throw him in the face. Oh, do you want to Netflix, smoke out, and chill? Is that what you want to do? Because I don't do that corny shit. I want to get to know you. Lust is everywhere. I can smash it
Exactly.
whenever I want to. That's just a band-aid in life. I need a person in real life. I don't want a temporary person. Temporary is
Exactly.
everywhere. And they'll get, oh, you're mean. I go,
Exactly.
and I would tell him, am I mean for being honest or you mean for being dishonest? Like, just be honest. You said your profile says you're looking for love. No, you're not. You're looking for a second. And that's it. so,
Yeah, it's just like
so
it's like oh my gosh, like what? Like I don't know. For
yeah.
me, honestly, and because because well, for me, it's been always difficult to be
No,
with somebody or get in a relationship because the physical disability. Like not too many people want to get into that. And then when I'm like people are telling me like when I put it either on my Facebook, but I let people know like when guys or females are like hitting me up and they're like, you're
Yeah.
beautiful, this, that, and the third. I'm always making a point to put a post saying, hey, you know what, just want to let y'all know I got a physical disability. And then like a bunch of them, they will delete me or whatever. They'll block me and they'll be
Run away.
surprised about it. Yeah, and then my friends will be
Yeah.
like, why would you do that? Why would you tell them? And I'm like, why am I gonna hide something I can't hide? I'm not gonna hide it. There's no possible way. Even if I try, it's obvious for one. Like if I walk
Yeah.
around and stuff. But I mean,
My,
that's me. So if they want somebody perfect, okay, fine, be my guest. But don't say I didn't tell you so, because I mean, later on they come back around and they're like, hey, I've been thinking about you. Good for you. Bye. So
right.
yeah, it's just
Right. Right.
yeah, it's a
No,
little
it's just that.
difficult
And,
for
and
relationships.
No, but it's cool. But hey, the beautiful thing about the situation, you're being a thousand. You're being honest. You're not selling a dream.
Yeah,
Like, yo, I told you day one. I didn't tell you. I didn't just
yeah,
barely tell you a year later. I told you day one. What's happening. So,
exactly.
so that's why
And to my
anyone, your
friends, I guess
friends.
they don't want me to get hurt. Like when they say like things like, why would you tell them and this, that, and the third, and I'm like, I have to. That's a part of me. That's who I am. Like and most of
No,
most of
yeah,
them
yeah.
understand. And they're like, just don't tell your business, and I'm like, I have to. So yeah,
No, wait, no, Matt, I love respect you. That's mad props to you. Because why? Blow it up. Because why? You being honest. You don't
yeah,
want to sell
and
a dream, right? You don't want to sell a dream, right? And build this. For example, let's say even on social media, you start building this quote unquote relationship, you get to know each other, you know, you're vibing, you're feeling good, and then you drop it on him. By the way, I got this disability, and he's like, oh shit, gotta go
Uh,
run. And what happens to you? You get fucked. Your emotions go to shit because I scared him away.
yep,
If
that's
you
happened
know,
plenty
and
of times.
right, and that's the shit. Like it's better to be honest day one than to tell the lie or tell that
Mhm.
little whatever issue later down the road because then when it comes out, then you're gonna get hurt. And how many times do you want to fall on your
Yep, the
face?
truth
Nah.
always surfaces. It sure does. It's one of my people.
Yeah, and that's no for sure. A thousand. Hey Vicky, how's it going? But that's what I
So
mean.
it's
Like
like
me,
I don't know.
like
It's weird.
no, yo, no, it's not weird. That's that you blessed. And people that vibe
Oh,
with
this
you
is
and
what
show love to
gets
you,
me. This is
yeah.
what gets me. They'll say, "Hey, you know what? It's fine. Whatever's cool. Whatever. You know, got disability. So what?" And I'm
Vicky,
thinking already in my head, like, dude, you're saying that now, but when you see me in person, I already know it's going to be different.
right,
If they do think different, and I tell them that,
correct.
and they're like, "No, no, no, it's not going to be different." More than half of the time, it's always the way I say it's going to happen.
Can I ask? Is it cool to ask you? When you say disability, is it like a walking disability, or am I
Yeah,
asking?
spina bifida.
It's a what?
Spina bifida. It's it's
Uh,
it has to do with the spinal cord and the
right.
legs. Yeah, the last of your spinal cord, it grows out. It doesn't attach to, your limbs to help you walk.
Okay.
So it grows, that last piece grows out, and then there's a cyst to protect it that grows over it, protects it while you're in the womb and all that stuff. And I had surgery obviously when I was born. They got that fixed and all that stuff. So now, I walk with
Okay.
leg braces, and I try to be
Also,
as normal as I can.
when you say leg braces, like it basically assists you in your walking, or in general, or am I asking? I kind of heard of that, but I don't know of
I
it.
honestly, I only use my leg braces for long distance. I can walk without them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can walk
So
without
short,
them.
like in the like right there, like in your apartment complex, you go rock on, you cool, but just a couple of blocks, that's when you gotta wear them.
Yeah, like if I'm going to
Okay.
HEB or some the mall or something, I gotta wear them.
Okay, that's
So
cool. Right? But and when you walk normal or sideways. I mean, I'm just like new to this. I'm asking.
a
What would
lot
you
of
say?
my
Like a limp?
friends, they're so dumb. They call it a pimp walk, and I'm like, man,
You gotta get your cane.
they 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 call it a pimp. I'm like, yo, like there's. I mean, I used to use a wheelchair back in high school, but I
Okay.
got out of it so I can walk. I mean, so I could
Oh,
work.
nice.
I wanted to work when I
Yeah.
turned 18, so I got out of it. So I
Yeah.
hadn't used the wheelchair since I was 18. I just turned 35 on the third. So
Happy belated birthday. Awesome. Pimping. My girl says
so like
pimping.
I spent my birthday alone, so it's okay. Um
It's cool though.
so
Your birthday's another year. I take birthdays another year of life. I made it cool. Another year. Awesome. Let's go for another year.
when's your birthday?
Oh, mine's February 1st. I'm 18 at heart, but I'm 40 in the outside.
It happens. My kids'
Yeah.
birthdays are both in February.
Already, what days?
The 22nd and the 5th.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, majority like my family locally, all February
Mhm.
babies. Man, I got like the first, the third. I got a leap year. I got a lot of them on on Valentine's. I'm like, damn, hella Valentine
We
babies.
have I think like 10, 11 birthdays in July in our
Oh, really?
family.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's
a
cool. Yeah, no,
lot.
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's a lot. Like, and they're all like, I hate to say it, but I hate to say it like this, but they're all still alive. Like they're like elderly, like my grandpa and then my great
Okay.
aunt. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot of birthdays in July.
that's cool.
But in
No, hey,
August
the
it's just
long,
two, three.
that's cool. No, the age get is, and for them, like once again, another year of life. So that's
Yep.
what actually. I tell honestly, actually, birthday is another year of life. But me personally, like I tell you, but yo, as long as I wake above ground tomorrow, I'm blessed. Another day to do good. Another day to guide and vibe with people. So
Exactly.
that's what actually. It sounds crazy, like me personally, individual, right? That's why I chop it up, vibe it up. Like the way I speak is like
Mhm.
I've always been a socialist, right? But I've always had like no respect to my exes, like bad partners, and vice versa. They can say I'm a bad partner. Yeah, I'm not the best, But now I know
Yeah.
that's why it's called. That's why it's called. You take accountability of your actions, and you understand what you did. Now the idea is to avoid doing them again. If you keep doing the same thing again, what's that called? It's called
Yeah.
a habit. Fuck your excuses.
I'm
It's
gonna
called
sit
a habit.
outside because it's too cold in my apartment and I don't want to turn the air
Okay.
off.
Right. Right. Right.
Sorry. Okay, if I can get the chain down. Oh, there it goes. I have to like jump kind of sort of for the chain,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but sorry.
No, you're good. Good.
Okay.
Good.
Do you see me?
You good. Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay. Like I'm gonna turn. Well, I don't know how to turn this. Like so I can show you.
Oh no,
But it's like
you hit on you hit on your. I don't know if you can do it on your when we're live or not.
I
I
don't think
don't
I
think you
can.
can. Oh no, you can. Bottom right, the bottom right with the three dots. It says flip camera. The top,
Oh yeah,
the
now you
bottom
know what
right.
I was seeing that earlier. Hold up. See that is yeah.
Oh nice, chill. Green grass for sure.
You see all those apartments right there?
Yeah.
Those are the apartments I was talking about. The where they
Oh.
were getting mad.
But they need hugs.
Okay. But yeah, I was just like, whoa. Oh
Most
shit.
definitely. Hmm.
There's somebody walking
There.
up and I didn't even notice.
It's all right. You know what's up.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I got a question. Do you believe in okay? Because I've been
Go
getting
for
told this a lot lately that frogs are good luck or a good sign or something.
my. I'm not really when I say this. Like I'm from the 3D world, the Matrix. So I'm just like the light worker regulars. I call out M Sonarks. My girl on here, she's 45D. She can tell you more all about the spiritual world. I don't. No respect. I don't speak that tongue. I know of it, but I can't answer that for you. I'm sorry. My girl
Oh,
can. I can't.
because I
Hey,
was
baby, you on
like,
here? You want to
'cause I've
comment?
been getting
I don't know
I mean,
what
a
to say.
lot of people have been telling me that they're like, because every time I come outside, like lately, there's been like frogs everywhere that get like near me, and I'm like, yo, like get the heck away from me! Like what? Like I'm not afraid of them.
That,
It's just like it's random.
right. No, well, that's not like I tell you, my girls world, 45-day world, because I speak to a lot of the 45-year-old people, and they tell me like they speak to the trees, they speak to the animals. Like that's cool. That's your world. Like I cannot speak on that behalf. I just hold your
No,
hand and
I was
guide you,
just
and that's
saying,
it.
like, I don't know if you believed in that or if you ever heard anything like that, because
My girl
it's
says,
weird.
me, I tell you, I've heard it. I just once again, that's a 45. I don't seek spiritual talk, so not my world. Not rudely, but my girl said, frog sightings are good signs of good fortune to come, as well as crickets. So
See, that's what I've
yeah,
heard too. And you
yeah.
know
So that's
what's
that's a
funny? Like a few
mhm.
days ago, I don't know. Okay, this was weird. This was really okay for me. It was weird because I was caught off guard with this. Okay, I was
Yeah,
hearing
yeah,
a cricket, like it was in my house or something, right? But for some odd
yeah.
reason, when I turned around, it was a spider. It was a huge spider, well, a semi-huge spider. I don't know what that meant with the cricket sound and then you finding a spider. I
I'll
was
see. Hey,
like,
baby, Nick Queen of Hearts, how's it going? Yeah, I'll ask my girl. Anything about the spider part? Because I don't. I tell you that my girl, that's her world. Not really like numbers and all that. I vibe with her, but I don't. That's not my world.
yeah.
I'm
No,
just a
I mean, I was
referee. I'm
asking
just.
because I was like, literally, I've
That's
heard that
cool,
from
right?
everybody.
Yeah, well, it's because this year is called the year of the Aquarius. So the 40 Friday were the spiritual world, like astrologists and all that. It's that's their world. They're like hyped up like crazy. I'm just here for the Amps and Arcs. I just hold your hand
Yeah.
and guide you. That's all I can do. I gotta speak on. It says the cricket. She said the cricket was probably trying to eat the spider. LOL. I don't know.
I would not be surprised because it literally caught me off guard. I was like, and I flashed my light because something was telling me to flash my light, and I just saw a huge spider like on my door, and I'm like, how am I gonna hear a cricket and then find a spider? Like,
Throw a curveball.
like it was
The cricket
weird.
was warning you. Like, yo, watch
It's like, look, you might want to look. And it was
Yeah,
weird
most
because when
definitely.
the spider left, when the spider like, I looked like it went between the crack of my door, like it went outside. Is
Yeah.
when I stopped hearing the cricket, and I was like, y'all trying to freaking come up against me or something, cause like,
Oh yeah, no. And then my girl says it is bug season though. No, that is very true. Like me, like I don't know, like that's my girl's world, 40 Friday world, the spiritual world. So like I observe things sometimes, and I just like, and for example, where I live at, there's birds, right? I see certain birds all the
yeah,
time, and I just and those like the crows, I mean, I'm assuming they're talking to me because they'll be like, speaking to me, and I'll be like, "What up, man? What's going on with you?" And they just we're having a conversation. I'm just like, okay, we're chopping it up, then.
yeah,
And so it's like I don't know. I can't. Once again, like me as an individual, like I lost my brother like in 2013, right? So I take it like maybe as my brother trying to talk to me, but obviously can't speak bird, it's human talk. But I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe he's keeping an eye on me. That's
I don't know.
okay.
I was
I
just
was
like,
actually talking.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to see.
talking.
It's like, I
Yeah.
don't know, it's weird.
No, yeah, no. And if you want to, also like remember this is TikTok, right? So this is like the Matrix. 2D world basically is the sheep. All M's and R's, you don't know what the hell you are, and basically you're
Yeah,
sheep. You're just living with your life. The 3D world is like go through your light workers, go through your healing and awakening process. Now you understand what imps and arcs are, and that's when people evolve to the 40 Friday world, like what you're talking about, crickets and all that. That's 40 Friday because you're trying to evolve. Me, I'm comfortable with
yeah.
3D world. I'm the referee, and that's it. I'm just trying to be good with you, and that's all. So nothing more, nothing less. That's what my girl's
Oh
like.
yeah,
Yo,
of
I got you.
course.
Like, Emma. Yeah. So that's why once again, like any questions like that, real shit will talk. Make a TikTok about it. You'll have all the
Okay.
spiritual people just blowing you up like crazy, man. Because this
Because
is this is the
like
year
I
of the
said, like
Aquarius.
honestly, like this is new for me. This is like it's been totally out of my comfort zone. This app got me started. Like my first video was in May, and I didn't do a video like for a long time after that. But then when we had to leave here for the apartments and go, stay at a hotel, is when I started doing my freaking videos. Because
Yeah.
I have chronic depression, anxiety, and PTSD.
You know why?
So because I'm psychotic, apparently.
No, you're not. Nah, bullshit. You're not psychotic, girl. Far from that. Don't believe any of that.
Oh,
Anyone that tells you
come
psycho,
on.
nah, yeah. No, I don't see me. I don't believe in that. The reason why, like, shit, real fat, my girl said, "LOL, right? I'm gonna call you the animal whisperer. Animals gravitate to you." So now I'm native.
I like
No,
your
but
friend.
check out. Oh no, that's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend.
Oh, I like your girlfriend.
No, my girlfriend. She's mad cool people, man. We're on the same page. That's why I'm blessed to have her on my side
Oh,
because
good.
like I tell people real shit will talk. Like people ask me like like when we hooked up last year, right? They asked me like, how do you know she's the
Mhm.
one? I was like, because I
Because you
go,
just
I'm
know.
dating
Duh.
myself. No, no, no. Well, yeah, and then you're dating yourself. So, in a relationship, you'd be like, damn, if my partner was like me, we'd be good. And that's when,
Yeah.
like, her and I tell yo, we're each other's best friend. We're friends, best friends, lovers, porn stars, and therapists. We chop it about everything, and we don't hold back. Like, yo, we good, we blessed. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, walk on eggshells. Fuck that shit. That shit,
See, and
no. What? Hmm.
I'm having this situation. He's probably gonna see this live, because yeah. But okay,
Oh,
there's
you
this
in
guy
love?
that I've known for almost 3 years actually this year.
Yeah,
There's been
yeah.
there's been attractions
Girl.
like since day one. Okay, but
Yeah.
never really went through with anything, and just we've been best friends. He comes to me, I go to him when we're at our weakest point, like we need to talk to somebody. We always go to each other no
Right,
matter
right.
what.
Correct.
Things got a little last weekend. It's a little touchy.
Spi- Spicy.
PG-13.
PG three.
It didn't go far like that. It didn't go that far. No,
Hey,
no,
my girl says
no,
she's been bitten by the
no.
love bug.
And see, the thing is, I asked him yesterday
Yeah.
what he wanted, and like he's been avoiding it. I don't know if he. I mean, I know he's going through things. I'm going through things. I'm just starting to think now. I think he's just messing with my emotions and just wants one thing.
Well, here's
But I
but here's
think
the
he
kicker.
thinks if he admits that he's gonna lose me as a friend, and he won't, because we were friends first and foremost. And I told him,
Right.
you know, that no, like, because I wouldn't do that with him. Like,
Well, that's the
if
idea
he
not
just wants
that
that, it's
that's the
not
idea
gonna
not
happen.
to. Well,
Huh?
that's the idea not to, because that's the idea not to. Remember, verbally we can say that, right? Verbally,
Yeah.
but when we're
Oh
emotion
no,
face to
I
face,
stand my ground. I stand my ground. Like you can even ask him. I stand my ground, and he tries his hardest.
well, okay, let's say he tries his hardest, right? For example, scenario. Let's say he tries his hardest and he's pushing, right? What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna
I tell
pursue?
him
Or are
to
you gonna
back off,
stop?
and he knows when to back off.
Then okay, so if you already said that,
He's not one of those guys that tries to push themselves. He's not one of those guys.
no, no,
Like, I
no,
can
no, I
literally
understand.
trust him.
Right. So if that's the case, being my personal opinion from the outside looking in, just keep it humble.
Mhm.
Remember,
And see,
when you have
that's what
someone
I
you vibe
want.
with,
Like, I told him, I'm like, dude, I need to know what you want from me, because these feelings that you're saying you're having for me, I've been having them for you, yet you're not giving me the answer, any kind of answer for that matter, at all. Like, you have me guessing, and it's messing with my head. Like, I don't know what to do.
well, you
Like,
know why?
I'm willing,
You know why
honestly,
it's
I'm
messing in
willing
your
to
head?
make the choice for both of us and just stop those feelings. I can stop those feelings quickly.
Right, right. And but the reason why the reason why you have all those feelings going on, because your head is overthinking. You're trying to break down a scenario where his head's at. Remember, you can only speak on your behalf, not his behalf. And you're in your head, you're overthinking the scenarios. You're doing all the aspects, all the scenarios. Like, is it this? Is it that? Is it this? You're like, man, and that's where you're overthinking. Like, oh shit, what is it? And that's where you
And
sit
then, like,
at. You
sometimes I
cannot
think
speak.
it's because of my disability, and, like, yeah, like you said, okay, yeah, I overthink. I'm not gonna lie,
No,
I overthink. I do, I do.
no. Well,
But, like, with
see.
him,
Mhm.
it's different. Like, it's like, I know that's it, but then I feel like that's it, and then it's like I feel like there's a third party in the middle. I feel
On
like
his
there's
side.
him, somebody else, and then there's me.
Oh, he's choosing. He's juggling.
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing that I'm like,
But
really, like,
what's your
I
intuition
can't.
say? What's your intuition? What does
That
your
there's
head
a
say?
third
Not your
party.
heart.
That there's a
Then
third
you're
party.
there. You go. And the story. And the story. You already
And if
answered
it's
it.
who
Not
I
knowing.
think it is, like,
Mm-hmm.
that's really gonna mess with my heart. Like, it's really, if it's who I think it
Why?
is, it's
Why would it?
because it seems like he always goes back to that person when the relationship doesn't go.
Oh,
But
well, but is that an X? Is it an X?
yeah, yes.
Okay. Here's the answer. I'm gonna forewarn you 1,000. Okay, 1,000. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to vibe me. But I'm gonna forewarn you 1,000. Right?
Okay.
So with that said, like, check out. This is the way it's gonna work. If you a scenario, right? Scenario. Real Fat Man Girl says if a person leaves you guessing, that's the answer. 1,000, babe. And then he says, I mean, sorry. She says, if if he can't be clear and let her know exactly where they stand, then that's also the answer. 1,000.
Oh my God, and that's
And
what I was thinking about or last night.
there you go. Well, remember, it's like this. Remember, you're an empath, right? But you're a hurt one. So you're right now. Your majority of your decisions is your heart feelings and your head common sense. That's what they clashing. Like your heart's like, no, he's gonna show me love. Your heart's like, and your head's like, no, 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 he's gonna use you. You're like, no, no, and that's what they clashing. And you're juggling. Like, no. So as I'm saying, if your head thought about it, yo, and right now you already answered it. Real shit, real talk. I'm gonna tell you once
Yeah.
again. You don't have to listen to vibing, but here's the scenario, right? The scenario is this, right? Remember, it's a scenario. It's just a forewarning. So with that said, you give him a chance, you hook up, right? And you just said the answer. Every time he goes to situations, you go back to his ex, right? So here's the kicker: you have a good friendship, right? You vibe with each other 1,000, right? You good.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you allow him to, if you have become one, quote unquote one, he has not got over his ex. You will be his rebound. You'll feel good. You feel good, right? Here's the kicker: you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good. And if you do your part, 1,000 genuine, 1,000 give him your heart, everything, mind, body, and soul, 1,000, right? If he has
Yeah.
not let her go 1,000, all she's got to do is this: yo, babe, I'm sorry, I'm gonna give you another chance. He's gonna get up and go. I promise you, he will get up and go. Who dies? You die. Your friendship goes to shit. It goes to shit. Everything goes to shit. Over what? Not love, lust. He's lusting you, trying to quote unquote love you, but he still loves his ex. I promise you that. That's you don't want to ruin yourself. But once again, you gotta vibe me. You gotta listen to me. But I can see that everyone from the outside watching this, like, don't do it, girl. Like they say TikTok,
No,
don't do it. Don't do
see,
it.
everything
Girl,
you're
I did
saying,
it.
everything you're saying, I was already, to be honest, everything you're saying, I was already thinking.
Well, yeah, because that's your head common sense. Your heart's the one that's like depriving you. Like, nah, and that's why. Yeah, once again, as a herd empath, we don't go with their intuition. Yo, a lot of us do mistakes. We fall on our faces 1,000 times, and every time,
Yeah.
fuck, bitch, I never listen to
Because
myself,
like
and
tonight,
that's
I
what it
wanted to
is.
tell him, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna make this decision and just give up on trying to be with you. Like I want to tell him that, but at the same time, I know he's gonna say something stupid to where it's gonna make me feel bad that I'm telling him that. I
But
mean,
here's
he's
the
never
kicker:
been
if you,
disrespectful towards me. He's never called me out my name. You know, we get into arguments, but I mean,
hey, Jim, his mom, right? But here's the kicker: let's say he does that. Let's say, hey, you know what? What? Let's call him Bill. What up, Bill? You drop it on him, and he comes at you in a negative type of form and tries to guilt trip you. That's not a friend. And he's mad. Why?
yeah,
Because you rejected him. He's juggling between his ex and you. And now he's like, oh shit. Now what are you doing? You're pressuring them. And now he's gonna, butter you up to sell you a dream to lure you back in. Like, I got you, babe. I got this. We'll be good. And don't fall for it, man, because I promise you this. Today, not tomorrow, but he will go back to his ex. If you already seen that,
yeah,
it's
I know.
over. He has to
Even if
let it
they're
go.
just
And he's
not even
there.
like, if, even if they're like just messing around or something, I mean, that's still technically going back
It's
to her, right?
over. No, yo, it's
Yeah,
over. No, 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 no. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, on TikTok, they'll be like, hurt people, which is imps and narcs. No, no, no. A narcissist, their job is to destroy every imp in the world, 1,000. Us imps.
yeah,
Like, for example, you, right? You're hurt, he's
yeah,
hurt. He hasn't let go of his ex. You moved on, but you're still trying to heal, right? So you get two
yeah,
people together, toxic with toxic, it ain't gonna happen, man. In the beginning, because we're lovers and healers, we'll vibe, we'll do good, we'll smash, and we become one as a TOC. But the downfall of the situation is he hasn't let go of the ex. He will get up and leave. I promise you that. I promise you that. Like for example, my scenario, right? Like this is the Seattle
mm-hmm,
times, right? I was doing benefits and it was wrong, yes. But what I was trying to do is what I fill a void I couldn't get from my ex. She's garbage, she's shit, yes. But I was trying to fill a void I couldn't get from my ex. And then these
yeah,
females are trying to be with me. So it doesn't sound bad when I say this, but the females that vibe me, they understood. This is the rule. Like me, don't love me. You love me, you fall for me. I promise you this. You will hurt yourself. Cause I love my baby mom. She's a piece. She's garbage. But this love, I can't get rid of it. It's not a fucking light switch. I know you're a badass woman, 1,000, but I
yeah,
can't. Well, then I say 100, but I can't get rid of this. And they'll be like, that's me as an individual. I love the word scenario, because they'd be like, well, I'll wait for you. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm laying down with you and many females. Wrong every which way 1,000. But I go, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Let's say I drop the females, and we go to quote unquote work this out as a couple, right?
yeah,
So we do this as a couple. I haven't let go of my ex, right? But we do this as a couple. The day that my ex says this, yo, Marge, Rito, I want to work it out with you. You know what I'm gonna do?
yeah,
It can be TLC. We can be Hawaii. I'm flying from Hawaii to her directly because she gave me another chance. I'm back in my head. It's always been there, and the opportunity is there. I'm taking a run with it. What happens to you? I destroy you. You're a good woman. I
yeah,
destroy you. Now what happens to
yeah.
you? You become hurt and bitter, and then you can point. You can hit rock bottom to the point you fall to drugs, alcohol, one in your head over me, or fuck him, fuck the world. I'm gonna bang the world. I'm gonna screw everybody over. You rage, narcissist trait. You're not a narcissist. Narcissist traits, because you rage the
Yeah.
hell out. You didn't give a fuck. I got fucked. Fuck the world. Trust me. A lot of us do
It's
that, because
it's
a
like
lot
he's
of us
my
do that.
kryptonite in a way.
But the reason why, because why the emotions. Yo, girl,
He's
think
a
with your
male
head,
version
common
of me,
sense,
and I'm a female version of him. We finally figured that
right?
out because we're exactly alike. Exactly alike when it comes to what we talk about, how we talk to each other, how open we are
Yeah,
about,
what's up with you?
certain things. Like we got that bond.
Right,
It's
which is cool.
crazy. It's crazy.
It's cool, but the downfall of the situation is his ex. You don't want to get destroyed. If you want to find your face, hey, once again, you don't listen to me. I'm stupid. Vibe with the situation, but like it's up. When I say this, I'm not being rude to you and everybody watching this, especially in the live. I mean, on YouTube, when you go when you go and to give that person a shot and they do you for the rebound and they keep pushing, before your head hits the ground, remember me and they hit your head.
I want to be like, dang it! You said it.
He told me. He told me, son of a
I
bitch.
should have
I swear
listened.
it.
Dang it.
Right. But it's cool, yo. That's like me, for example, last year, right? So it doesn't sound crazy, my little story. So my ex did it, She cheated Jada Young Tommy. That's why I have her name premeditated. Because 90% of her choices are premeditated, right? So I let her go in
Mm-hmm.
88 days, and I had 10 M's, my light workers, 10 females, 4 locally where I'm from, Yakima, Washington, Eastern Washington, and then 3 through IG and 3 through Facebook. They reached out to me like, yo, like, I got you. I'll hold your hand, got you, but I can't fix you, right? So every day, like I'd vent, I'd talk to them, and then they told me in the beginning, you repeat yourself 1,000 times. I don't give a shit. After you're done, but you're done, yeah. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. You're gonna have to. It's gonna hurt you, but it's gonna hurt you. But I'm gonna tell you, the first hardest step, most painful step in the world, you gotta let it go. 100. I know you don't.
Yeah.
You don't. But you gotta hear it, right? And every day they beat me up with that, right? And they would tell me, if you fall on your face, which you shall, if you give another chance, don't worry. Yo, I did it. We all did it. But it's cool. I'll be here for you. But with that said, I
Yeah.
promise you this: you don't need her by your side. If you do, yo, you're gonna die again. How many times you wanna die? I'm like, not that many times, you know. So that's the reason why,
So
like, yeah, no, yeah, and that's the reason why, like, I tell people, real shit. Oh, perfect example, yo, real shit. Real talk. You're with your ex, right? A narcissist, 1,000. That shit hurt emotionally, mentally, physically, every which way, right? You fucking die,
yeah.
especially when they break up with you and they mess with you, right? With your,
Yeah.
let's say your friend now, right? He's an imp. You're a hurt one. He's a hurt one that he's struggling to let go of his ex. He hasn't figured out how to do it, right? So with this said, yo, you think you die with your ex? I promise you this. Y'all link up, and he gets up and leaves. Yo, the narcissist 5 times worse. Empath, us, emps, because we're lovers and healers, 10 times worse. You will die hard. I promise you that. Not to be rude to you, but that's what my ex. Like I told you, yo,
I don't want
you
to be your
have the
friend anymore. I'm
narcissist
just
traits,
kidding.
huh? Say that again.
I said I don't want to be your friend anymore. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, no. Well, you can be friends, but leave it. The idea is like this: leave it as friends. No, just tell them, yo, I'm gonna decide for
Hi,
us.
Destiny.
We're friends, and that's it. No more passing boundaries. Like, yo, don't. When we lock eyes, don't lock eyes to pass boundaries. Lock eyes because you have love for me as a friend, not because
Yeah.
you want to surpass boundaries. Because if you do, I'll squash it on my side, and I'll push you away slowly. Because you're trying to lead me on, and nah. And then stab him in the heart, yo, come on, stab him in the heart.
And
You
that's
stab and
what I
let go of your
told him.
ex.
I
You
told
stab and let
him.
go of
I
your
told
ex.
him I feel like you're messing with my emotions, and I don't take
A
that lightly.
thousand. But you know why
And
he's
I didn't
messing with your
even get a
emotions?
response back.
You know why he's messing with emotions? I can speak on this. I can speak on his behalf because I've done it. The reason being is this: because remember, empathists. What are we? Lovers and healers, right? So when we have somebody,
Yeah.
another empath we vibing with, we feel fucking good. Like, yo, this is my people. I feel good, right? But the shitty bad part of
Yeah,
the
of course.
situation is, I haven't let go of my ex. So when I'm with you, like for example, scenario, I'm with you, right? I'm vibing with you. You make me feel good. I make you feel good. We have the
Yeah.
connection, the chemistry, right? So when I leave, or for example, I'm talking to you, yo, observe him. I'm talking to you, we good, right? And I get a text from
Yeah.
my ex. Yo, what's up with you? What you doing? I miss you. Oh fuck, I'm fucked. I'm in front of your face. I will change every which way because now I'm gonna get soft. Like fuck. She dropped it on me now. I'm
And,
vibing with her. No, no,
and you
that
know
shit
what's
hurt.
weird? Like every time, like he comes over and stuff. Okay, like
Hey, 20 housewife,
it
how's it
happens
going?
almost every time. Almost every time. He always winds up
Yeah,
leaving. He gets a call or something. Like he'll be
her,
like
her.
down. He'll
That's
get a call
her.
or a text message, and then like the other night, like
Audis.
supposedly, so it was like maybe
Yeah,
12:30, something like that. He was, we're just hanging out. That was that day I told you that night that we kind of got a little. But anyway, so
yeah, yeah.
uh, all of a sudden he got this call from his cousin saying that he
Of
had to pick
course.
him up from the
Right.
Greyhound because he was supposed to pick him up, and I didn't hear from him.
That's code.
I didn't hear from him from till 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, "Yo, are you home? Like, are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I'm gonna go back over there." And he was thinking in his head because before he got that call, we were, you know, lovey-dovey. I'll say it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like we were like,
Right.
just hugging each other, but like, and I was
That's too
like, "Yeah,
much,
no, I'm
man.
going
That's
to
way
sleep."
too much.
I was like, "Nah, I'm going to sleep. I'm good. Like I gotta get up early." And he's all like, "Let me just go lay." I'm like, "Yo, I know you don't want to just go lay down. Like I'm not stupid. Like I'll hit you
Right.
up. Like
Basically.
I didn't hear from
Right, right,
him.
right.
I hadn't heard from him since that day. And then yesterday was his birthday, so I hit him up at
Yeah.
midnight, and that's when I told you I had asked him the questions that I was asking.
Yeah.
And little puppet, stop it, my friend. uh, yeah, so I hadn't heard from him, and like I said, I still haven't. He still hasn't given me any kind of
Response?
answer. Like, I mean, I think, yeah, none.
Yeah. But here's the
So
kicker,
I'm
wise.
just
Once
like,
again,
I'm getting to the
he's
point where
vibing with his ex.
I literally want to tell him, hey, you know what? I'm done. But you and I can be friends, but that's all we're gonna be, and that's all. That's it. Like, it's a done deal.
What's holding you back?
Oh no.
Your heart, not your head. Your heart's holding you back.
Because
That's
okay,
what it
it's
is.
weird. Like, I feel like if I tell him that I feel like I'm gonna lose him as a friend, even as my friend, because he even calls me his best friend, and I call him my best friend. Like, we've been through a lot. Not a lot, but the level of time that we've known each other. We all, like I said, we go into each
Right.
other and stuff like that.
Correct. Correct. My girl
So
says, sorry. My girl says she can always fall back and let him clean out his closet. No, and then she says because in his head it's not worth responding to. He's going through his emotions, especially if he's with his ex. I'm telling you this. Remember, if he like when the whole thing with the Greyhound, all that good stuff, that's an excuse. So more likely he was with her, right? So when he's with her and she's treating him good, he's feeling good the same way he feels good with you. The difference in the situation is he still has. And it's not even love but for his ex. It's not love. If it's love, your partner's by your fucking side. Toxic love, y'all bumping heads, or you're doing this back and forth bullshit. That's toxic love. Simple as that. Love is pure and genuine.
so
Toxic love
basically,
devours the fuck out of you.
y'all are saying that it's toxic love.
It's toxic love. Yeah, it's toxic love. It's not love.
That's what
Love
I
is
was thinking.
lo-
Oh my Jesus!
love is. Remember this. Love, real shit. Love is what pure, innocent, healing, soothing. It's
Little
fucking
puppet,
you.
you swore.
You're floating. You know what I mean? Toxic love. Oh man, toxic love blinds you, and you believe you love them. Nah, it's toxic love. And from there, wise, you have your emotional bullshit. You're bumping heads, back and forth shit. Oh, I love you. No, you don't love me. Yeah,
Yeah.
love formed me, and you don't love me. If you love me, why the fuck we bumping heads? It's toxic love.
You see,
Trust me, I learned
you
that
know
shit the
what?
hard.
That's weird. That's weird that you say that because that's the way him and I actually are with each other. Like we bump heads, but like you could tell that there's respect and love in between that. And
Toxic
like
love.
our friends, they'll be like, "Dude, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Like, why y'all act crazy with each other?" But yet
So
we laugh about it. We're like, that's how we are with each other. That's how we communicate. That's how we reenact. That's how we interact with each other.
no, no. I'm gonna give you a response to that real fast. My girl says, "Oh well, if he can't respect his feelings, then he's not a friend, right? Because he's focusing on the other female. There is no confusion in real love. A thousand love. So with that said, right? So what you're saying right now, right? Check it out. And the reason why I can say this, cause yo, I'm Chicano. I'm actually Chicano, right? So with that said, in our Spanish culture, we have a broken culture. A thousand, a fuck a thousand. So with that said, that shit you're talking about, that's traditional, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniard bullshit right there. And that's toxic love. Toxico. I dislike that fucking term because that is so like degrading a thousand. For example, you're a female, right? So you say, you're
Yes, I
psychotic.
think I'm a
So
female.
that right. So with that said, already you say you're psycho, whatever, but you're not psychotic. I promise you this. So in the Spanish culture, toxico, we consider crazy. No, I
Yeah.
promise. No. I'll elaborate more. I promise you that. So with that said, so as a female, right, you're supposed to be,
Yeah.
oh, she's crazy. So you will live that label as crazy, and especially on TikTok or any fucking platform. So toxic, deal with the shit. If you like it, keep it pushing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that is the most dumbest fucking way of thinking. Because why? So
You
you're
join
basically
little puppet.
saying, I'm just the way I am, and that's it. No, there's a reason why you're quote unquote toxic. Who hurt you? Who destroyed you? Why the fuck are your walls
Yeah.
are so high that you're being like this? Remember, you're not a bad person. It's the environment, your people, your family, your quote unquote friends. If they are toxic, what are you gonna do? Vibe with toxic, because that's how you fucking know. Now, someone treats you
Yeah.
good, what happens to you? You can vibe with them. And so, for example, I'm gonna tell you something about my cousins, my people in Seattle, right? My homegirls, right? They were used to
Yeah.
toxic people in their life, right? Negative people. They're like guys and bullshit from the hoods. And then when they hook up with a good person, quote unquote good guy, and they're the person's treating him good, guy or girl, they're treating him good, they take him out and they show him
Yeah.
love, right? And they're
Yeah.
like, and then I just like this. They'd be like, yo, I'll check on them. Yo, what's up, mama? Hey, baby boy, how you doing? How's everything with your girl? I'm like, oh, we broke it off, or I broke it up with them. Like, why? Well, they were too boring. Too boring. I'd be, oh my gosh. I go, yo, they're taking care of you. I seen it. They show you love, and you call that boring? I tell them straight out. I'm blunt. I'm like, yo, I hurt your feelings, but I do it to get your attention. I go, shit out. So go back to what you know, toxic shit. So go back to toxic. When he or she's beating your ass, cheating on you, and breaking your windows, I don't want you calling me. That's what you used
That
to.
sounds like
Stay
my
with that shit.
ex-husband.
Stay with that. Stay with
That
that
sounds like
shit.
the
You know.
female version of my ex-husband.
And that's that type of yo. Like I don't miss that shit. I've been with toxic girls. I don't mess with that shit at all. I don't miss it at all. And that's why I tell people. Like for example, earlier we were saying when you have like PTSD, all that. This is the reason why you have all that shit going on. I can't speak on your behalf. I don't know if you had one relationship or 20 relationships. I can't speak on it. But remember, every relationship you have with an individual, if you have not like go 1,000, not 100, not 1,000 from each individual, every time you jump in a relationship, one I don't care if it's 1 year or 10 years per, you're bringing the toxic traits from
would
that.
you count the middle school years?
If I don't, yo, middle school to today, yeah, every relationship in your life, all you do is
Um,
stacking and stacking and stacking,
well,
stacking and stacking.
and I mean, it's not me. Like, I always wind up going that, like, there's like really short-term relationships. I only had like maybe 3 long-term relationships.
The short term runs, is it your fault, their fault? Like who folded? You folded, they folded. I'm asking.
Both. Okay, maybe me more a little bit, my insecurities, but then, I have every right to be insecurity because then they show me that they're what I am
Right.
being insecure about. Why isn't like, I know what they're doing and they're showing me, hey, you know what? Yeah, you're right, my bad.
Correct. But here's the kicker. Like you said, right? So with that said, remember every time you jump in a new relationship, if you haven't healed 1,000, and the healing
Mhm.
process sucks, it hurts, yes. The awakening process sucks, yes, because you have to be patient, and if you eventually become woke, it takes a while. I can't speak on
Yeah.
your behalf, but it takes a minute. But here's the kicker: every time you jump in relationships, all you doing is stacking all that toxic shit and all that pain. The insecurities, right?
Yeah.
Right. So in your head, you're already overthinking. Like in the beginning, we're good. Any little mistake he does, boom, they're cheating. They're fucking up. Let me see that phone. If you worry about this phone, your shit's over. This data always attacking with this shit, your shit's
And
over.
I don't do
If
the
you
phone. I don't do that. Like, I don't ask to check their phones. They're like, let me see your phone. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like,
you
you
don't
don't need,
have
you
to.
say you trust me.
If
I'm
in a
not
real
going to cheat on you.
relationship,
Just don't ask me to see my phone.
yeah, well, yeah, well, like my side type of yo, take my phone, enjoy it. I don't give a fuck. And for example, on TikTok, they'd be like, well, anyone that asks for a phone and they don't show it, they're invading my space. Like it's a fucking phone. If you ain't doing shit, it's a fucking phone. Fuck your excuses. If you were about this, it's over. Fucking over. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right fucking now. Simple as that. If you don't trust your partner, if your head says, you know what, they're cheating, I promise you this, they're cheating. You haven't caught them yet, but they're cheating. It's over. Intuition's right. It's not wrong, and that's the reason
Yeah.
why. Because we know our partners. If, for example, you and I scenario, we're together, right? And we're vibing
Yeah.
together. Good. Everything's beautiful. We're vibing for 1 month solid, 2 months solid, a year solid, right? We blessed. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden we hit a year and a half, and I switch up a little bit. Like I don't. We're living
You're
together.
like,
I'm
what
not,
the heck?
but
Yeah.
I start acting differently. I start showing them they have excuses. What is it? Oh, who the fuck they talking to? If it's the boys, it's the boys, but it can't be their boys. They're always with the boys. I don't regulate none of that shit. Who the fuck's in his head? What did I do? You know what I mean? And
And
we question our self worth.
another weird thing that, oh, I don't like those bugs. Oh, sorry. Do you know those bugs that with the hard shell and they buzz?
Oh yeah, let's call it June bugs, potato bugs. Fuck them bugs.
I don't like those. They freak me out.
My girl
Like,
likes him. I dislike the fuck. I get the same way. I'm like, goosebumps. Get away,
like I don't
Diablo.
care. I don't
Patooey.
care. But when I don't, I mean, even roaches, like I'll see a roach here and there, and I'm like, but when I see those, I flip out.
Oh
I flip
yeah,
out
I'm the
because
same way.
they're hard as a rock, and it's like,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. The noise sucks. Yeah,
But
yeah.
okay, and you see with this guy, like it's weird because now, okay, he shows. Okay, I'm starting to think now he hasn't showed me everything, but he was showing me every little thing that he was doing. Like I knew every little thing that he was doing. I knew who he was talking to. I mean, I had all his numbers. I had numbers that his people didn't know
Then
that he
why
had
aren't you
given
talking to
me
his ex?
their number. Huh?
Why aren't you talking to his ex?
I don't know. That's what I'm having problems with. I don't know. And I mean,
My
okay, yeah,
girl said
they've known each other since high school or whatever, and he just turned 38.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Since high school
But
and
it's
38,
like,
come on, let that shit go. It's done deal. The fuck? That shit's over. 38 in high school. Come on, man. That's done. Been done. He's the issue. She's not the. Well,
You're
she could
not helping.
potentially
I'm
be the
just
issue.
playing. I'm just
I'm trying to
playing.
hold your
I'm
hand and
just
guide
playing.
you. Like
I'm just
my girl said
playing.
a message. No, you good, you good, you good. Hey, I'm cool with it. My girl said, so if he's not being a positive force in her life, then it's best to keep the distance. 1,000, mama, yes, sabes.
And with the like, I keep like going past these little videos with the tarot cards and all that stuff, and it's like they're all saying the same
Oh my
thing. Like
god.
there's a separation. There's a
Yo,
separation.
yeah. That okay, tarot cards, 45-year old. I'm gonna do TikTok. I'm gonna piss off all the 45-year old. I'm gonna buy a deck of cards. You see this two of spades? Someone's in your life that's troubling you. You see this four of hearts? You're going back and forth, right? That little toxic shit. I guess it's the same shit. It's MC and Narcs. It's all it fucking is. It's all it
No,
fucking
I know, but
is.
I'm like, I don't personally, because I heard that it's a bad thing to do tarot cards. So I only got them read one time, because at that
It's
time I did not know that it was a bad thing. But when I
no,
found that out,
yeah. It's a bad thing in the Spanish Catholic Christian culture. It's a bad thing. Nah. 45-year old spiritual. If they're people, if the person is authentic, they're telling your story correctly. If they're getting for your
yeah,
money, they will lead you the fuck on 1,000. I promise you that. For example,
yeah,
therapists, psychiatrists, counselors, right? I talk
they
to many
suck.
people on TikTok, right? But I talk to
Sorry.
many people on here, right? No, you good, good. No, it's a damn truth. Like,
Yeah,
I have people like, yo, 3 years. I talk to like 9 years therapy. I'm like, 9 years? Fucking 9 years? Oh my gosh, they're making money off you 1,000. You're a gimmick. What do you mean? You are their
yeah,
paycheck. In their head, I tell me, I'm gonna give you a scenario. I'm a therapist, right? I can either help you and guide you, or slowly milk you for your money, make you feel
yeah,
better when you're down, right? Little by little, right? So with that said, if I want to go to Hawaii, I need 5 clients. If I want to go to Japan, because Japan is fucking expensive, I need 10 clients. So if I sell you a dream, make you feel better, yo, I got my 10 people. I can go to Hawaii,
yeah.
Japan every fucking year, and that's a gimmick, and that's what me, my people I vibe with, my be for sure TikTok, but we video chat, DM, Zoom, all that good shit, one on ones. They be like, damn, all this shit. My therapist telling me nothing because it's a gimmick. If they're not telling you what I'm telling
Yeah,
you today,
that's true.
they've been selling you a dream, and that's the shit. And that's to me on here on TikTok. Therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, they block me. They're always just black and white, M's and arcs. I go, I don't have my ink for no fucking reason. I call the whole world out.
They block
Simple
you.
as that. Oh yeah, they don't like what I'm saying. They don't like what I'm saying. They're like, what's more to that? I go, you can elaborate. For example, I say black, you say black and white, black and white. If you want to make it colorful, well, let's make it colorful. Hey, Ramon, how you doing? How's it going? You can make it more colorful, but here's the kicker. What you do with that individual, you're leading them on for how long? For how long? You don't need no fucking
Yeah,
pills. Oh, you're psychotic. No, you don't need pills. It's a mental thing. Remember, your head is what? Your head is your best friend or your worst enemy. 1,000.
yeah, that is
So if you're having
true.
a good day, you're good. Remember, if you're 1,000, you're having a badass day. You vibing, you feeling good. The sun's good. But here's the kicker. Here's the curveball. What is it when your head fucks with you? You're doing good, and the trigger shows up. Your ex shows up. Your boss that hates you. Your kid, if they say fuck you or anything, that trigger, your day goes to shit. Now your head's like, you know what? Fuck this. Now you become moody
And
as fuck.
yeah, like, okay, a few days ago,
Go
all
for
of a
it.
sudden, like, I got like really, really depressed, like out of nowhere. Like, and I wasn't even thinking about him, because him and I, like I said, we have a pattern. But like, I wasn't even thinking about, like, I just came like
It
depressed
was
out of
not bad.
nowhere. Like, it was crazy.
But you, no, but check it out real fast. I'm gonna give you a little advice, right? Anytime your head, if you're doing good, like I tell all my people I vibe with, you got to think.
Hmm.
Remember, remember. My idea is to help and guide, right? But the idea is this: I need you. I need not one. I need you to be dependent on yourself and not go codependent on myself, on me, right? So with that said,
Hmm.
I will hold your hand and guide you. So, for example, you yesterday you was doing good, right? You was doing good, and
Yeah.
depression came out of nowhere. So when depression kicks in your head, try to do this. Okay, like talk to yourself. You have to talk. Remember, you are your best friend and your worst enemy. Nobody in the world knows you better than you. Only God. If you believe in religion, God, the devil, and you. That's what they don't know what the hell's going on in your head. Everybody else, they don't know shit. Here's the first
Yeah.
walking in the world, right? With that said,
Yeah.
when depression kicks in, talk to yourself. Okay, depression. Okay, when it kicked in, what's going on? Did I my environment? Look around you. Is it did I see a picture? Did it trigger a past memory of my ex, the guy you like
Yeah.
in? Your childhood. Did something trigger depression? Now pick at it. What causes depression? If you can't figure it out, okay, fuck depression right now. Let me go farther back. I woke up this
Yeah.
morning. How was I? I wake up good. Did I wake up bad? Let's say you say I woke up this morning. I was good. Okay. Let's go a little farther. I woke
Yeah.
up this morning, 8 o'clock. I was fucking good. I was vibing. 9 o'clock, I was doing good. Okay, keep going every hour, half hour until you hit depression. Okay, you hit depression. Where is it? You have to try to pick at it. What triggered depression? Because that's a trigger. Is depression. But
Yeah.
what caused it? You know what I mean? That's what you got to figure out.
And see,
What
that's the
caused it?
thing. I don't know what caused it. I just woke up like that. Like I don't know
Okay,
what
you know.
caused
Yeah.
it.
Oh no, but check it out. You just said the answer. You woke up like that. Okay, what happened last night? Last night before you went to sleep, were you good? Were you bad? Were you angry? Were you sad? What happened last night? Let's do this. Let's have fun.
I was a little disappointed.
In
But
him?
I mean, also my uncle passed away, so I mean, maybe it could have been
Okay,
that,
so
and I was low key thinking about it and
no.
not really realizing it.
So you have a death. That's part of it, right? And then I believe you said you asked him that question. He didn't respond, correct? Right?
Yeah,
Am I right or wrong?
yeah,
Okay, so yeah,
yeah,
so you have both. You have a death. That's obviously hurt and sad. It hurts, right? Because death is not
yeah.
fun, correct? And then this person you're
No,
vibing with, you're trying to figure him out. She didn't answer your question, so you slept on hurt from the death and sadness because you haven't got a response. So you slept sad, triggered depression. And
yeah.
when you remember, here's the kicker: when you sleeping, remember, I say this because I can speak on my behalf. It's the sound when I say it. When I go to sleep,
No,
as
no.
you see
Well, I mean,
today,
okay. No, I'm not talking about
different.
like I was depressed last night. I'm talking about like
No,
last
this
week,
morning.
like a few days
Oh,
ago. Like
last week. Oh,
yeah,
I
like
thought
a
you
few
talking about
days
this
ago. Like
morning.
it was weird. It was weird. Like it's just like, and I don't know. It's just when I don't hear
Oh.
from him. Also, I'm like I get worried. I get like
Okay, but you
worried.
get worried. But no, it's because the reason why you get worried is trying to figure out why you're depressed. That's why you get worried. It's all a domino effect. You're depressed. You're worried why? Because you're worried about depression. What's triggering it? You remember, you have to figure out what's causing it. The only person in the world knows the answer is you, God, and the devil. That's it. Nobody. I don't know it. He
Yeah.
don't know it. Your ex don't know it. No one knows it but you. Because remember, this is the reason why. For example, PTSD, depression, mental illness, anxiety, emotional breakdowns, the loneliness. It's all in your head. Your head is your best friend, or your worst enemy.
Worst enemy.
That's what's going
Yeah.
on. You gotta, here's a better one. I'm gonna mess with your head, so I'm gonna be in your head, and so is this mansion in your head, right? Your head's your best friend and your
Hmm.
worst enemy. So now I'm gonna give you an analogy. There's a rap artist called NF. The song's called Mansion. I took his analogy and made it my way. So in your head, remember this. In your head, when you walk into it's a mansion. You have an entrance, right? When you go in that
Yeah.
door, imagine a bunch of doors. I can't speak in your head. I don't, but every person since day one that you can remember, whoever touched you, mistreated you, beat you up, your teacher told you ain't gonna make it in life, you're garbage. Every person that hurt you since day one to today, in your head, each person, each scenario, a door is open of
Hmm.
pain. So you can have one or 1,000 doors of pain. So in your head, all those doors of pain are wide open. That's why your
Yeah.
overthinking triggered 1,000. Your PTSD, depression, mental illness, all that negative shit is because all those doors of pain are wide open. You haven't learned how to close one door. We're trying to close all of them at once. It's highly impossible. Highly impossible.
Uh,
So
and
with
my
that
sleep
said, you
pattern
have to.
has been so bad. Like it's been really bad. My sleep pattern. Like I don't actually go to sleep till like 7 in the morning, and I'm just there, just thinking, and I'm trying to make myself
Overthinking.
go to sleep. Yeah, and
Michelita,
I
how's it
just
going,
by the
miss? How
time I
you
know
doing?
it, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so I sleep the whole freaking day, and it's been like that the
Right.
past month,
But the
and
reason why
it's
is
I'm
because
like,
you will listen. It's because you once again. Oh, you must have to tell me nothing but thank you, thank you. How's everything with you and the hubby? But it's because you're overthinking, right? And you have
yeah,
insomnia. And the reason why is because you're trying not to go to sleep because you're picking at the matrix. You're picking at yourself. You're picking at, for example, you have a death going on with your uncle. Now you have your situation with your buddy and shit, and that's it. That's just
hmm,
stacking and stacking. And on top of that, in your head, the mansion, the doors of pain are all wide open. Everything wide open. You got so much shit going on. And here's the kicker: when you sleep, you have all these dreams. That's the reason why. All the overthinking. When you have dream with dream, when you jump around with dreams and dreaming dreams, it's all overthinking in your head is going on. So you're sleeping, but you're not asleep. Why do you think you wake up restless? Like fuck. I stepped 7 hours if sleep
yeah.
shit because
That's pretty much how I actually wake up every. Yep.
yeah.
Come on.
My girl says let me see. Oh sorry,
I
but
can't.
if you're but if you're looking to Terry to validate your thoughts, then that's what you will hear. Oh yeah, for sure. That's back to that. So once again, tarot cards not bad. The astrology is not bad. It's just the we're raised in religion. That's the devil. No, no, nah. White magic, black magic, aka Wicca. It's not bad. So I'm gonna give you a little tip. So you understand how 40, 50 world of the spiritual world of Wicca, black magic, and white magic take our words.
Mm-hmm.
When someone says, I'm gonna give you I cast a spell on you, right? Quote unquote,
Yeah.
right? If you believe in it, it's a mindfuck game. It's gonna happen basically. But if you don't believe in
Yeah.
that at all, it don't exist. It does not exist because it meant in your head. Like me,
That's what
like my
I
ex is
say all
trying
the
to.
time. That's
Yeah,
what
no,
I
it's the
say. If you
truth.
don't
No,
believe in it, it doesn't exist.
it doesn't exist. Exactly, because why? It's mental will. Remember, our
Yeah.
heads are best friends or worst enemy. So we think negative, we get negative, quote unquote, right? So if someone
Yeah.
they put a spell on me that I'm gonna lose all my money, you're gonna overthink that and you lose money because you ain't gonna work. You get anxiety kicks in. If you have quote unquote PTSD, anxiety, depression, all this bullshit, you're not gonna go to work because why? You're stressing about that quote unquote spell on you. No, there's no fucking spell. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that shit. Go on with your day, man. I
My
promise you that.
psychiatrist tried to put me in a mental institution. She wanted to put me
No,
away, and I
fuck
was
that.
like,
No, 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 no,
no.
no, 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 no. And you know why they're
I'm
trying to do
like,
that? Big pharma, pills. They get. Remember when they prescribe pills to you,
yeah, she wanted
payday,
to put me on
payday.
psych meds also, and I was like, what?
No, no, no. When
And
I
even one
say
of my
this, which I
cousins was
will,
like, dude, on psych meds, like, no. And I'm like, I know.
but you know why? Remember, for a doctor, aka psychiatrist, it's easier to numb you up with pills and make you slow to calm down your anxiety, all this bullshit, quote unquote. But instead of fixing you, it's easier to sell you a gimmick. For example, I'm a computer technician, right? I can
Yeah,
fix for the most part any older Microsoft computer, laptop, or desktop, and Apple, right? So I'm the
yeah,
doctor. If you're shit slow, you tell me, hey, yo, Rito, my computer's slow. I got you. I'll double check it. I'll tell you out. This is what I see. This is what I recommend. Now, I can help you
yeah.
fix your computer today, not tomorrow. If I want to be like Best Buy and be a gimmick, I'm gonna tell you, you know what? It's your RAM. That's if you ever hear a computer guy tell you it's your RAM, that's fucking stupid. It's the biggest gimmick, but you will believe me as a quote unquote geek guy or geek spot because why? I have a
I
certification.
always feel when I'm
I
sitting
gotta
outside like somebody's watching me all the time.
no, everyone's watching you to a certain extent, but here's the kicker. Don't worry about it. Remember, when you start speaking and like, when you go through your healing process, awakening process, you start speaking more spiritual, quote unquote. You're
Hmm.
not speaking normal anymore, abnormal. People will be watching you because you don't speak like them no more. You're speaking differently, and now you consider crazy. I promise, yo, where I'm from?
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm from? Yeah, where I'm from, right? All this shit. Like for example, I have
Well,
my recent
apparently I'm
English
a
right
little
here.
crazy to my friends and stuff, so.
But no, but it's because the reason why they say it because once again the way you carry yourself, and then you're stuck on the generation cycle. So when you say
Yeah.
toxic, all that bullshit, I'm psycho. You're not psycho. It's the environment that triggered you, and that's what you believe. If you say that says you're
Yeah.
psycho, this person that says they're a psychiatrist because they're certified say you're psycho, you're a psycho. You
Yeah.
see, you're not a psycho. I promise you, you're not a psycho. Fuck that bullshit.
Yeah, like I
No
was really
drug.
surprised when she was like, maybe the psych meds, and then I'm like, I only came to you out of depression, like because my aunt had passed away, and like out of nowhere because I wasn't able to mourn my grandmother's death the way I was supposed to because I became pregnant and I was high risk because of my disability, so I wasn't able to mourn correctly. So when my aunt passed away, like I kind of went off the deep end a little bit, and then she was
A lot
talking
of it.
about putting me in. Huh? Well, yeah, pretty much.
No, it
And this was
that
3 years ago.
that hurts.
So that she,
Right,
yeah,
no, but it still
like
hurts a
it just
lot.
all one snap, like it just came just
Right.
all in one. And I was like, and then it winds up being, like the next week after that, she was retiring, and I'm like, so she was trying to put me in a mental institution before she retires. Like, what?
Right. But why? Because remember, so here's the kicker: when you agree to that shit and you sign up for the paperwork, they're your parents. You're in the loony bin, and you have to prove yourself that you're not crazy. How are you gonna prove
AJ,
yourself you're
why
not
that
crazy
face?
when
Yeah.
you're in the loony bin? And that's the shit. Because remember, no drug, no alcohol, no pill will fix you. It'll numb you up. Oh yeah, you run from your problems. Oh yeah, you're floating. But as soon as you're sober, what happens? The problems of life come back to you. Hey, I left. I'm
Ten
back.
times
So now
worse,
you're sober, right?
actually.
Oh yeah. All right, for sure. And then now you're sober, right? They're like, yo, what are you gonna do with me? Are you gonna drink away? You gonna get high? You gonna pop pills? Are you gonna fix me? Or are you gonna run away? Because you can keep running. I'm always gonna be here till you fix me. Run,
Yep.
run, run. I'm gonna be right here. I won't ever leave you. I promise you that. Till you can fix me, I'll be right here waiting for you. Run, get high, do
Yeah.
whatever. And that's the shit.
And it would
You
have
gotta be
been
ready
nice,
for that.
because I wasn't
Whatever the
sleeping.
case
I
is.
was, in a whole different other world as far as, my emotions because of everything that was going on.
Hey, fan of fella.
But come on, putting me in a mental institution just because of that.
Nah,
I mean,
that's
it's
just
not like
lazy,
I was
man.
freaking like wanting to kill. Okay, well, yeah, I had suicide thoughts, but I wasn't gonna go through with it. It was just like, part of my
Do you
mind
know
trying
why
to
you
make
had
myself
those?
heal. Yeah,
But you know why he wanted to do that?
I don't. I was just. I had lost it because, I mean, like
Right,
I said,
but
I wasn't able to mourn the loss of my grandmother completely because I was pregnant at that time. It was 13 years ago she passed away. So
right.
as soon as my aunt passed away, the
Hey, how
passing of
you
my
doing,
grandmother
everyone?
popped up at the same time, and that's when I lost it. So
Yeah.
I had those thoughts, but I wasn't actually planning on going through with it. I just wanted to get away in
Check
my
out.
own head.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you something when people get offended, but if you're open minded, you'll vibe with what I'm trying to tell you. So anyone
Okay.
that we all have the thought, right? And the reason why we have that thought, for example, if you just have the thought, that's part of it. You started it,
Hi,
right?
AJ.
The second part of
Yeah.
it, the second part of it is this wise, is that the people that verbally say I'm gonna do it, and then you have people that cut themselves, they hurt themselves, they inflict bodily wounds, right? Because they're trying to,
Yeah, no,
they
I
would
didn't
love
do
to
any of
do,
that.
but they can't. No, no, I know, but that's the three stages of quote unquote suicide, right? Right. But here's the kicker:
It's okay.
anyone that's verbalizers, they cut themselves. I promise you, 1,000, they won't do it. You know why? Deep
Yeah.
down, they know that it's wrong. It's what? It's very selfish, right? The ones that
Yeah.
will do it is the ones that are quiet. The ones that wear the massive smiles, they help everybody in the mother. That's the ones you gotta be careful with. That's when you gotta cause. You gotta check on them because let's say, for example, you wise, you lost your grandmother, you lost everybody, right? And you were
Yeah.
you're still helping everybody and picking everybody when they're down. Me as an individual, I would check up on you because I'll be, yo, you check up on us. What's up with you? You lost your mom, you lost your brother, you lost your cousin. I'm good. No, no, bullshit. Talk to me. You're not good.
Yeah. See,
You're
I
yo.
just trust myself. Like, if somebody needs me, that makes me feel better. That makes me feel like I have meaning to my life.
Right,
Like, that's the only way I feel like I have meaning is if I'm helping somebody in any kind of way I can.
right. But here's the kicker. What you just said is a traditional answer for an empath. But here's the
When did he
kicker.
pass away, AJ?
The kicker of the situation is you give that positive energy to the people that need it, not to everybody. We're designed and raised to give it to everybody. The downfall
Yeah.
is you don't give it to narcissists because they'll destroy you. To destroy the last stand with narcissist traits, the energy vampires that do the same shit as narcissists, they'll destroy you also. You give it to other M's like you that are healing and you can vibe with each other, that's who you give it to. I heal you,
Yeah.
you heal I, we vibe and we good. I'm not giving you shit and vice versa. I don't throw anything in your face of your past and
When's the
vice
last time you
versa.
visited him, AJ?
You know?
Sorry. Yeah.
No, you good on that. No, yeah, that's your people's. All good, all good.
Like, cause I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, I'm still trying to get used to this, and like, I feel like if I interrupt your talking while I'm answering, I don't know.
Yo, Miss, Ma, you good? You good? Nah. Dude, on my side, I'd be like, if you want to, for example, if you want to talk, like, you can talk to your people, say what's up. But let's say I'm talking, right? For example, I'm gonna say my people when they go live with me. I'll be, hey, this is a little like to be on the same page. Like if I want to say something and you're saying something, I'll just like high school, middle school, I'll raise my hand, and if they be, oh, what's up? Okay, can I say something real fast? Be cool, jump in. I'll
Yeah.
wait till you're done responding, and that's how we do it. So if you want to do the same thing, like yo, that's how we do it
Okay.
because sometimes we're talking and vibing and we're trying to fit. For example, like my side asks a question, or you be like, hey, on my side, they asked us this. And I'll be cool. You go first. You say, nah, well, you go. So I'll respond, and sometimes I'll say a little answer or a long ass answer. It just depends on what I'm talking about, you know. So
Yeah.
that's why I tell people me as an individual,
I'll
I'm
message
a
you soon, AJ.
socialist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a socialist. I vibe with the world. Like if I tell you, yo, if I got paid to talk, I'll be zillionaire easily, hands down. I love talking. I love vibing with people, man. Because yeah, in this world, you meet some badass people every day, all day, every day. You know what I mean?
No, you're not interrupting anything. It's okay. My friend AJ, he thinks he's interrupting.
You- No, no, hey, no. Is he okay? Is he good?
Yeah, he was just talking about his grandpa. He
Oh,
lost his
that's what we
grandpa
saying.
6 years ago.
How's he holding up?
It's been hard for him.
Does
He
he have
said
some?
it's been hard for him, and then he was going through a breakup at the same time. Oh Jesus!
Oh shit, yeah, that double whammy. That's just hard, man, because you're
And
dealing
he's
with the
basically
death.
moving
Like,
tomorrow.
oh yeah, he's gonna break down. But it's cool. Hey, remember, hey, break down, shed tears. What you doing when you shed tears? Your body
Exactly.
exhausted all the negativity out of it, man. And when I tell people when you bottling, talk to yourself, talk to your grandpa, let it all out, man. You
I
know
talk to my
and
grandma
it's
a lot, and it's weird because I feel like in a way she actually answers me.
in this 45 world they do. Like me with my brother, that sound wild. Like yo, I feel them around. Like yo, because they're always watching us. I believe they are. They're always watching, making sure we're behaving and shit. When we're down, they pick us up. You know,
Hi,
they give
Jay.
us little signs. They give us little signs. You know.
I just said hi. Yeah. So
Hey, Jen,
so
how's it
like
going?
yeah, like I don't know. It's weird
Yeah.
because they only feel like whenever like I get a response is only from my grandma. Like I was a grandma's baby.
Well, then your heart, yeah.
Like and like it's weird because I mean I know like people get they ask me every single year like why I start like shutting down at certain months.
Okay,
And
it's coming up.
yeah, like she passed away March 10th, 2008, and she was her birthday's in July. So like a lot of my friends, I mean a lot. Okay, half of my friends they know why I shut down, but then some of them they're like, why? You know, it's been this long, and I'm like okay, like let that happen to you, and then you know you see like it's not like I how can I put it? I don't think about it. Like I just start getting this emotion. I don't think about the month. I don't think yeah, I just don't think about it. And I get emotional like it just happens to me. I get emotional when it's close to her birthday and it's close to her anniversary of her passing. And like I don't realize it until it's that day.
Yeah.
Like I don't realize okay, I'm like, okay, well maybe that's why I was getting emotional. But like I said, I would think I would get emotional
Like,
on those days, but not like, you know, the
nah,
whole month before.
well, but remember, everyone's healing process is different. Everyone's dealing with death is different. So basically, to me, on the outside looking in, what it sounds like, your body's building up to that day, but that's why you get emotional from day 1 to day 30, whatever it is, right? It's prepping itself
Yeah.
up. And that's everyone. Once again, everybody has when it comes to death, everybody has a way to deal with it. Wise, like me, wise,
Yeah.
when I lost my brother, right? So real fast, my girl says, right, tears clean out the clutter in our bodies. 1,000. Hey, it's the champ. How you doing, brother? How's it going? So let
November
me first when I
9th,
lost my brother, right?
2015. What was November 9th, 2015? Sorry.
Is
No,
no,
but
you
like I
guys that
feel
one
like, you know,
the
like for me it's weird. Like I feel it coming.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting a text.
No, you good? No, don't be sorry. You good? I no business.
It was totally random. It's my neighbor. That's funny that we were talking about them earlier and all of a sudden.
Not watching you. Are you out there doing a TikTok?
Right? I was like,
I don't know what the deal. Oh, everything's good, blessed. I pray everything's good on your side.
so it was just like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
Karen, you ever need to talk? I got your back. We all need listen. I got you, AJ. I appreciate it. You got me too. Like for real.
That's good. Yeah. You see, that's the good thing about this app. You meet some badass real people. That's authentic as fuck. That's why I love TikTok. Cause yo, we vibing. Everyone goes through a situation. We're all here to what? Support, live, and guide and show love to each other. That's beautiful as fuck. I tell people, yo,
Yeah.
maybe locally you might not have nobody, but yo, in your pocket, right here, behind the screen, you got your squad, you got your people, man. That's fucking beautiful. You might not ever see you face to face, but this is close enough. A phone call, video chat is close enough. You know what I mean? So that's what I
Yeah.
love TikTok. Yo, this is the ish.
But I mean, like at the same time, it is very freaking cruel. Like, I mean, the stuff that I
But
see on here, like, it irritates me so bad. Like,
when you
especially when
as
they're
far as
making fun of,
what?
like, as far as the
Oh, like
disrespect,
trolling
like
and
the
bullying?
comments about kids and like, you know, their disability, and then the like old people. It's just like, dude, like, who the like? It gets to me.
But remember those people, those trolls and those bullies, they're all miserable in life. That's what I do when I see that when someone's like, for example, let's say I go to your TikTok, right, and someone's being bullying you. Oh, I love that shit. I be like,
Send it to
time I
me,
get
AJ. Uh-huh.
time I time I stab that person in the heart. I just tell them, yo, you're just miserable in life, just because you're trying to bring them down on your level because you're miserable. And they be like, no, I'm not. I'm like, if you're not miserable, why are you bullying? Tell me you're a positive person. I
Yeah.
want to hear that you're positive. You're negative. And then I'll stab them in the heart. I'll be like, and keep going to church. And I don't go to church. Even better. You're a positive person, most definitely.
And you know what? I've been wanting to go back to church for a long
Rejection,
time.
for
I've gone
sure,
to church
thousand.
forever. Like I
Here's the
used to
kicker:
go and I
you don't
always
have
had
to.
that in me, and then I stopped.
You don't have to. Me as an individual, born and raised a Catholic, right? So I vibe with Catholic, Christians, Buddhists, Jehovah's, all that shit. But with that said, me as an individual, if I go to church, oh no, I'll mop everybody up. I'm like I'm a critic, 1,000.
And but
So
like,
I
yeah,
walk
I
in
know
church,
it's
I'd be like,
TikTok. Y'all don't want to mess with him.
I go to church. No, no, nothing wrong with church, as long as you go
No,
there
I know.
to
I'm
like
just
show love and
saying.
respect, right? No, you good.
Yeah.
No, but like me, I was actually on another live. I was a live before we jumped together. I was another female's live. She's another amp. She's awakening amp. But anyways, and dude, you talking about religion now. That check out me. I'm a critic, so I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why this. I've tried like I've been back home for what 8 years, right? From back from Seattle back into the valley. I got to
Oh,
church
okay, okay.
twice. I tried to go twice, right? But I'm a critic.
Yeah.
So I go, here's the kickers. When I walk in, right? I'm there.
Oh.
I'm there to chill, right? Then I'm gonna stop going. No, no, brother, don't stop going. As long as you go there authentically, then that's you. I'm gonna say don't stop going. No, 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 no. Nothing like that. but with that, but with
Sorry,
that
my
said,
I
me as
have
a
this freaking nail that doesn't. It refuses to come off. It doesn't want to come off. It's my acrylic nail.
yeah.
It
Oh
doesn't
no, do
want
you
to come
think?
off.
No, you good. I don't. That's female talk. Oh dang.
So, cause I don't know, like, cause I don't. I know some people are gonna be like, "What the hell?" Like, I've
Trying to
tried
bite
and
it
nothing
off.
helps. I've been trying to for like a few days, and it's like it hurts so bad because my fingernails are sensitive.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, no bueno. No,
and
but
it's
hey,
like,
I'm the champ. I'll call you the champ. The champ once again. I'm not saying don't stop going to church. Just go there authentically. The reason I say what I say is this. Like me, the both times that I
that's
gone
her
there, right?
gangster now.
I,
Shut up, AJ.
so I believe like if you're gonna go to church, like you should go there authentically, and that's why like I do analogies, right? So when I go there, I see all the young cats in church asking the guy and the girl, "Yo, what's your snap?" I'm like, "Dude, you asking for the snap at church? You can't wait before church or after church." Then you have the
Yeah,
young girls. Then you got the young girls dressing like they're going to the fucking club at church. Like what the fuck? Okay.
yeah, I know.
And
I seen that.
then you have the older cats checking out the young girls in front of the wives and girlfriends. Like what the fuck at church? Like dude, that's
No,
what I
for
mean. That
real.
yeah, and
I'm like,
that's what I mean. I won't go
what?
to church. That's why I won't go to church for that reason. If I go, I told my sister, if I go to church, I promise you this, I won't give a shit. I walk in and I see that, I'm gonna walk. Hey, sorry guys, I'm gonna interrupt the church real fast. I'm gonna walk to the mic, get the PA. Yo, check this out. I'm calling the whole world out. Yo, you little boys and girls, fuck the snap before after church. Hey, you little girls, they say fuck in the club. Why the fuck you dressing like this? And third of all, hey, all you males out there, you quote unquote men, that's your wife, girlfriend, and you really taking them out for the at church? Dude, what the fuck y'all doing here at church? Sorry, priest, I gotta go. Laters, and then have a good day. I'm sorry, I will
See
do
ya.
that. No, I can't. I'm a critic. I can't. No, no. That's like I tell people. It's like me. If you invite me to your home for dinner with your family, right? And I go to dinner,
Yeah,
what do you need to say when I'm on my phone, chopping my people with my phone at dinner that you invited me? That's fucking hella disrespectful. So why am I going for? That makes no sense,
yeah.
right? So that's what
Oh
I tell
yeah,
people. That's why I
yeah.
don't go
That
to
makes
church for a
sense.
reason. I'll criticize all day and comment. I'll be the devil, but guess what? I'm not asking for your snap. I'm not gawking at the girls. I'm not dressing like I'm going to the club.
You're
So
gonna
yeah,
be
I'm
more
blessed.
weak,
Thank you.
AJ. Stop it. I'm just playing. He's making fun of my
Where
nail.
one or more gather, the bigger the congregation, the more hypocrites. I'm sorry. Fan of
AJ, you and
fan
I are
of radio
gonna
might
box. AJ, I'm gonna box you.
say. She said where one or more gather, the bigger the congregation, more hypocrisy. 1,000. I'm sorry, I'm bad with words sometimes, but yeah, very very true. 1,000. And my girl says mic drop all day. I'm telling you, I'm ruthless. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying like, yo, why am I gonna go to church if I'm there to quote unquote to learn something, but I'm observing negativity at
Yeah.
God's house? Come on, man. No. You gotta
There
spend
was
an
one
hour or
time
two
I
of your.
felt so uncomfortable in one church, and it was with my ex mother-in-law, I think. I felt so uncomfortable. I did not feel any
Hey
kind
Steph,
of.
how you doing? How's it going? How's your night? Keep
I
going. Keep
didn't
going.
feel
Sorry.
comfortable in that church. Like it was
No,
weird.
well, yeah, so so here's the kicker. Like religion is good if they don't. I say analogy. If as long as they don't be with the Bible, is their way and no way, then yo, you just vibing. That's all it is. But if they're trying to force it upon you, like the way you speak, the way you are, then that's a negative. Nah, don't beat me with the
No,
Bible.
it
That's
was
how
just me
people
being at. I remember we were driving up, and I just automatically started feeling like uncomfortable. We hadn't even gotten into church yet, and I was already feeling uncomfortable. And
anxiety,
I
overthinking.
was like, what the?
That's how
Well, I mean,
that's how I get.
I was with my ex mother-in-law, my ex husband, and my ex sister-in-law, my ex brother-in-law. They're okay. My ex brother-in-law, my ex husband, and my ex mother-in-law. They're both heroin addicts.
Okay.
So, that's another reason why I think why I also was like anxiety, because I was like, oh
Right.
my gosh, like what if they know? Like I don't know, but I just didn't feel comfortable
Right.
even driving up with them. It was just I just felt like uncomfortable. My ex-husband was like, he was getting mad. He was like, get out the car. I'm gonna drive you out, and you're gonna go in there. And I'm like, yo, like I'm like,
See,
all
but
right, so
that's not good because if they're forcing church upon you, if you don't feel good, you shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? You have to be in your comfort zone. That's all it is. And then my girl says it is a weird vibe sometimes. And then the champ says, "Damn, y'all making me not want to go now." LOL. How did I go? How did I get on the side of TikTok? Nah,
my
nothing,
friend
hey brother,
AJ,
nothing like
trust your
that, man.
instincts. That's for sure. I don't really
A
trust my
thousand.
instincts sometimes.
Well, that's it. That's when your intuition fights each other. You have to go with your head, common sense, but a lot of us defy that, and we go with the hearts and feelings and fall on our face. That's why we don't go with
Yeah,
instinct, aka
like
intuition.
intuition,
But it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My friend
Th- th-
AJ right now, he just said it.
Yeah, that's but once again because it's your heart feelings and your head common sense fighting each other. That's where the major
Yeah.
debates at. Typically, when you're traditional hair loss empath, y'all 90% choices with your heart, 10% with your head, and that's why you're struggling. That's why you don't ever listen to yourself, and every time like fuck, I never listen to myself. Like yep, never do.
Like I do, and then like in mid thinking, and I know I'm gonna go actually do something that my mind says. My mind actually stops me, so I'm like, why are you messing with my
Curveball,
mind?
backtracking.
Like I'm like, yo, I've avoided some crazy stuff that could have gotten me in some trouble. That's a good
That's
thing,
good. Yeah,
my
intuition.
friend.
The,
Good.
yeah, no,
Yeah, you see,
intuition kicked in.
yeah. Sometimes I'll give in. Like back
But
then, I would
remember,
give in
with
to
that,
drugs a little bit here and there, but
but what? Why'd you do it? I'm asking. I already know the answer, but why'd you do it? I'm just asking anyways.
well, if you know the answer, why you gonna ask?
Yo, it's an open mind conversation. It's over. As long as you're not doing it, it's over, done with, right? It's done with. It's a
Yeah,
past.
yeah. I got clean
The
for a
past. So
long time.
that's good. But why'd you do it?
I was just going through a hard like time in my head. I was battling my own self in my head, and I needed
Right.
to get away.
And that was
I
an
felt like
excuse, right?
yeah, yeah.
It's an excuse to get you out. It's to numb the payment for a temporary reason, and that's it. That's all it is for. Honestly
And
speaking,
then
wise.
yeah, exactly. That's another reason why I stopped, because I mean it wasn't really helping me from when I got sober. It would just make me feel
It can't.
depressed even more.
It can't. No, 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 no. It can't. The reason
Yeah.
why when you're sober and there's
Temptation
like
is a yep.
and the negative feelings come in is because you know it's wrong and you're doing wrong and you still do it. And that's how you beat yourself up. Like I,
Oh
I
my
I don't need
god.
I don't need these
Yes.
drugs. I don't need these drugs, but I'm doing it anyway. I don't want to deal with the pain. Fuck it. Now I'm high. Now I'm drunk. I'm popping the pills, right? Because you're running from your problems. You're
Well,
pushing
my
shit away
drugs
from
back
it.
then, they were heroin and meth.
You know why?
I
That's
but heroin though,
it's the
my
most.
ex-husband, because he got me into that. Like I did the heroin cold turkey because I got pregnant, and I didn't want my baby to come up, you know, because
Right.
I'm high risk. So I stopped that cold turkey, and it was really honestly it was a very easy drug for me to stop, because that wasn't really
Uh,
my drug of choice.
That's good.
Heroin, like
Yeah. Well,
it wasn't. And
right.
then
But
meth,
the reason
like
why. Hmm.
meth,
Well,
it
ice
was
and
okay
brown.
for a while, but then it started getting me paranoid. Like I mean paranoid, so then I had to stop that.
Well,
Like
it's
I mean
because that
paranoid.
tho- well, those drugs are mixed with so many chemicals retarded. when I used chill out, when I used to work in Seattle, right before everyone blew up crazy, like it was I don't speak drug talk, but my customer would teach me. Like I was working in the customer's car doing her tune up, and she was
I don't
making it. I'm
speak
like, what are
drug
y'all
talk
doing?
either.
No, no, but but she was explaining to me like the value and how much she's like,
I
you see this
know.
like Ziploc bag? She's like, you see this Ziploc bag right here? This is like $100. Like what? And
I
this brown
used
is
to,
more
yeah.
expensive. And I'm
My
just like,
ex-husband and I used to slang back then.
yeah. So here's the kicker. So those drugs, it's the cheapest drug in the world to get high of. They call it the poor man's drug, which is a rich man's drug. Booger sugar, coke is the rich man's drug because that's very expensive, right? So with that
Yeah,
said,
it's the first drug
that's
I actually ever did.
well, yeah, that's the most common one. And then from there, why it gets too expensive, and they go to the poor man drug, brown and ice,
I didn't
meth and
like weed.
heroin.
Everybody's all like, you should stick with weed. I didn't like weed. I don't even like the way it smells. Like I can't do
I
it.
love the way it
I can't
smells, but
do it.
it's just it's because the THC. Remember, yeah, nowadays, yeah, the traditional THC. If you don't want to feel high, you do CBD. There is no high in it. It just you just become numb because the pain. That's all it is. But there is no high as far as like that the highness of the THC. So there's two different
I
versions. So
can't
you know
do it.
nowadays. Oh yeah, you don't have to. Like me, I do it very seldomly. Well not no more. I don't care for it. But when I did, I would do it just to go to sleep. Honestly speaking, wise. But that's the only one I do in the
Yeah.
world. But real fast on my side, my people say, where is it at? So the champ says, "Nah, I love church a lot.
Like,
A lot of real nice people at
I'm
my
sorry?
church. I'm feeling way more humble, and got out of a dark place I was in. That's good, brother. 1,000. Hell yeah. Pound it, blow it up.
Bye.
And my girl says that's good. Keep a high vibe 1,000. Yes, I was.
Hold on.
The only time I get negative is when they get my order wrong at the drive. Right. I said no cheese. They gave me cheese. Gosh damn. I hear that 1,000.
This dude just came like right past me, fucking looking weird, and I don't know. He asked me something, and he was trying to turn back around so I could come inside.
Really? Oh yeah, he needs a hug. Stay awake, Kukui.
What? Oh, I didn't mean to cuss because I got family on here. See, you gonna get me
Oh.
in trouble.
I didn't put words in your mouth. That's enough to set anyone from 1 to 100,000. Yo, why'd you forget my prize?
Yo, that was
Oh yeah,
creepy as hell. Oh my
oh
gosh.
yeah, I heard of that. I heard of that. But
Got me
yeah, the
messed up.
drive-through. Yeah, when they mess up the orders, like, dude, that's why I was double checking my stuff now, cause it's bothersome. Like, yo, I don't want no
Yeah.
cheese. I want this. Like, come on, guys, you can't do your job correctly, but you do it incorrectly. And then when y'all get mad when we call the manager and stuff, come on, man.
Yo, and then I did um fast food for 10 years on and off.
Yeah.
And like there's people that was like rude. Like there would be a lot of people that'll be like lady, like they'll be rude, and I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. Thank you for
Right.
whatever. And then I'll say my name's Karen. I didn't ask for your name. Okay, well I'm telling you that's my name. I'm not just lady. And then my boss would come. He would come and he's like, go to the back. Just go. Go finish doing what you're doing in the back. Okay, just go.
Yeah,
And I'm
you
like,
got the mic. I got
oh.
this.
And I'm like, and then you'll hear them complaining, and I'm like, I don't give a yeah.
Me when I did fast food for a little while, I love to drive through. I love to vibe with people and BS with people, man, all the time, man. Hell yeah. And then you regular customer by their voice, and you already know what they order. Like, what's up with the deal? What's going on? It's cool, man. I
Yeah,
love it. You meet some cool ass people there, man. Someone get your friend.
yeah, that is true. I would
Right,
get in trouble though,
right.
because a lot of my friends they would come and like they would act stupid while I'm on drive through, and I'm like, y'all gonna
Oh
get me in
yeah,
trouble. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. And they're like,
it's called anger
we said
management.
this order, this, that, and the third. And like there's one
Yeah,
time where
yeah.
they actually did come and they're like, you did our order effing wrong, and then this, da, right. And I'm like, y'all are gonna get me in trouble. And they didn't know that my boss had the other headset.
Whoops.
So
I heard
yeah,
everything.
he's all like, okay, yeah, what can I help you guys with? What happened, this, that, and the third. And they're like, what? I was like, that's my boss. He has the other headset, and they're like, you didn't tell us that. And I was like, y'all should, warn me or something, because that's y'all. Like,
Well, yeah, exactly. And they should know, man. Everybody knows that in the draft, you have typically somebody on the other side hearing this conversation. Always,
well, I
for the
mean,
most
most
part.
of the time, it was just me because I was like, just take them really, really quick, and yeah. And then, oh my gosh, and then there was one time I had worked at actually recently Dollar Tree.
Oh, I have the champ on my side. He's like, he asked me, bro, how did you get your girl? Did you wait a long time or did
Temptation
you
of the-
shoot a shot?
You're enjoying
So my
my friends
side.
enjoying our conversation.
Oh, thank you, thank you. No, I love to vibe with people. Like I love dual lives because like as long
Yeah,
as you're open minded, yo, we vibing. Let's talk about
yeah.
a rock. Let's talk about a rock. You know what I mean?
Like, and I don't really
But
talk to a lot of people. You could ask my friends; they know I'm. They'll tell you like straight up. Like, I have a lot of guy friends, but I am really really mean to my guy friends for some reason. Like I'm like
Don't be
really mean to them, but then like I'm affectionate when I need to be, and I'm sincere when I need to be with them. It's just more than, but yeah, like they'll tell you like she doesn't just go on and talk to anybody because I'm not that type. Hey Karen, I want to tell you something. What you gonna tell me, AJ? What you gonna tell me?
that. Will you marry
Because he
me?
wants to tell me something. He wants to tell me
Oh,
something.
so- oh yeah, so hey, the champ. So you asked me, bro, how did you get your girl? Did you wait a long time? Oh, chat with that shit. My situation with my girl and I, yo, TikTok love story. That sounds wild, but I met her on
I
TikTok
haven't
in my
called
life.
you a dude. I called you my friend.
So I met her in a live. Like when I first started doing my lives last year, like girls were like make their little emojis, like their little hearts and stuff, and she did it.
Yeah,
And we just started talking like TikTok DMs, and we went to IG DMs, and then from there we
yeah.
just vibing. And then from there, wise actually we had like a. So I'm gonna give you a shit out. I'm gonna give you
Gangster. How did I get gangster? Uh-huh. Okay,
I'm
fine.
gonna give you how. No, you can use it. I'm gonna give you how I did it. Shoot your shot. But so we did a seminar. So her and I, she dropped a voice message on my IG right after we were talking, and that's like
Yeah.
I like I matched her voice to her profile picture, and we started. Hey, can I call you? Video. I gotta do a phone
Yeah.
call. So our first conversation 7 hours, and from there was crash course, and we vibed there
Gee.
which way we clicked 1,000 right. So
Yeah.
before that conversation, right? So here's the kicker. I got taught this way to get to know somebody in a relationship. This is back in 2009, right? So
Mhm.
it's called Goldfish. I wish I would. I'm bad with names, man, but I wish I would have
I know
remembered his
plenty of
name.
fish.
But Goldfish the card game, right? You match your twos and
Yeah.
threes, right? You match the numbers, right?
Yeah.
So he taught us an analogy, right? And in the classroom, I'm the only one that took it. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna teach you something." Because at that time I was like 30, like 30, 31, right? If that. And he was like 56. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you guys. All you young cats, if you want to meet somebody, because I'm older than you guys,
Mhm.
right? So I'm gonna teach you this goldfish, and the way it works is like this: if someone you dig, someone you like it, you call them out. Hey, yo, for example, scenario, right? The scenario is you and I,
Yeah.
right? So I'll be like, yo, Amar, you like me? Cool. You'd be yes. I'll be cool. I like you. So I'm gonna do goldfish. You'd be like, what's goldfish? Ask me whatever you like, A through Z, and vice versa. And keep it 100 with me. Don't lie to me. You lie about this, whatever today, and we go to a relationship, and that little thing I asked you in the beginning, and you fold, I'll just drop you like a ton of bricks. I don't got time to waste, right? And so with that
You see,
said,
that's the problem
so
with
you ask,
me. I
hmm?
forget a lot, and I don't
Well,
mean
if
to.
you,
That's the like I forget. I mean, like I mean, I want to say I blame it on the drugs because I wasn't really like that before the drugs.
well,
Like to be
drugs
completely
for
honest,
sure
like
can blame
I used to be called a walking phone book, and as soon as I started getting into drugs, I started not knowing anybody's number.
right, right,
Like I
right.
forgot a
But
lot.
it's cool. You can use that most definitely. But I remember when memory wise, a lot of drugs don't help for sure at all. But then with overthinking, you're second guessing yourself. Do you know the answer or do you think? Remember, a lesson like think is not knowing. You gotta know the
I'm
answer, not
always
think the
second
answer.
guessing myself, even third guessing myself.
Because the healing process, awakening process. That's why. You're her empath. You will always do that because you're not sure of yourself. You're what's the word? Your self worth. You always question it because you don't know if you're 1,000 or if you're 100. That's why, and that's why you're always gonna second guess yourself multiple times. But
Yeah.
back to the goldfish, right? So back to the goldfish. So we vibing, right? So this
I
is what
don't
I
know,
did
AJ. I don't know. Uh-huh.
before my girl, right? Any girl I digged, like on dating sites, etc. Even my ex baby moms as we speak, I did the same thing. I tell you, yo, ask me whatever you like. And this is where you see it's a boy or a girl or a man or a
But
woman, right? So I'll be like, so we talking, right? And this is where it gets tricky. I'll be okay. Here's the kicker. For example, in the very beginning, right? In the very beginning, I'll ask you, hey, do you have kids? And let's say you tell me, okay, you got kids, right? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you a virgin? You be like, I can't be a virgin. I got kids. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are you a virgin? You be like, I just told you I got kids. Remember your answer. I asked you twice, and you be like, why? I'm gonna ask you a third time, but I'll wait for that. So we talk, likes, dislikes, jealousy, all that good shit. We
yeah.
vibe it. Okay, we're matching your cards, and this is where it's because the idea of goldfish is this. I need to know you today, not tomorrow.
AJ?
So
Uh-huh.
so with that said, I need to know you today, not tomorrow. So when I ask you about TLC, which is sex, and you be like, for example, you'd be like, oh, you want to talk about that? Like, yeah. And then the traditional answers would be like, I got to get to know you or be with you before we talk about that. And I'd be cool, honest. Okay, that's a good traditional answer, right? So I'm gonna tell you this.
Mhm.
Remember, I told you. I asked you in the beginning, do you have kids? I said, do you have? Are you a virgin? You said, no. So the third time, are you a virgin? You'd be like, no, I got kids. If you're not a virgin and you had to have TOC to make those kids, why you been a virgin about this conversation? And you'd be like, okay,
See, I
traditionally, be
would
like
have a
majority.
guilty moment right there. I'd be like, "What you mean? Like I have kids and I'm like, yeah, I'll be
Oh, you could
ditzy.
no,
Like
no,
I would just
no, but I would elaborate. I would elaborate. But okay, so you have kids, right? So you had to have sex, intercourse to make those kids, right? So you can't be a virgin.
okay. Wait,
So with
real
that
quick.
said,
Sorry, my
go
friend
for it, go for it. I
AJ
agree.
just
Yeah.
said he said TLC. Damn, I started singing Creep. Yeah, that just kept it on the down low.
Oh, the group. I say TLC
Yeah.
instead of sex and tender love and care. That's what I say. I give it PG.
And you see
But I
exactly,
always
and
talk.
that's the same thing with me. Like I don't really talk about sex because I don't know. I
It's
just
blunt. It's blunt. No, it's blunt. No, most definitely.
I feel like a virgin in my head because I get a little like I back off of it.
No, but right, but here's the kicker. But right, so with that said, right, so let's say we talk about that, right? And I'd be like, okay, let's talk about that. And you're like, nah, I'm good. I got to get to know you, right? Or I got to be with you to talk about that, right? A traditional
You sure
answer,
about
and I'd
that,
be cool.
AJ? Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like, okay, check out. So you don't want to talk about it? It's cool. We don't gotta talk about it. So like, I'm gonna give you a scenario. My word is scenario. Scenario is this: we hook up, right? I like you, good. We good. You want to talk about? You
Yeah.
didn't want to talk about TLC, right? Now we're together, quote unquote, in a relationship. Let's say we wait
Yeah.
1 year to have TLC, right? And we never
Yeah.
talked about it. I asked you in the beginning, and everything else is good. Like we vibing, we're good. Everything we talked about in the goldfish with the cars was good. We blessed. We laid down with each other. We have TLC. Let's say I suck.
Then
Let's say
friends we
you
will
suck.
be. Yeah.
Right? Let's say I suck at TLC or you suck at TLC, and and then I get up and leave, you get up and leave. So we wasted a year of our time we can't get back because we didn't talk about TLC. And let's say we fell apart because of it, because of TLC, we fell apart. So that's what I tell you.
I
For
have
example,
a really
scenario.
bad thing about
Hmm.
giving affection.
As far
I
as,
as like being the lovey-dovey type.
cause
Like
I'm gonna tell you now because
the
you're hurt.
relationships
Yo,
I've been
cause
in, they're like you're not very um yeah, like lovey-dovey, like like hugs and cuddles and all that. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell you, like, my bad, like I just
but were
wasn't.
you before in the very beginning, day one, whoever you laid down with, were you? I imagine it was before day one. Whoever took your V card, you probably was. Your first
Hmm.
relationship, V card that you lost it to, you probably was affectionate. You
Mm-mm.
probably was lovey dovey. So you
He
always
was
been
my
hard.
best friend for like Everness, like
See, and
for
so with
like
him,
Everness. Not as
so with the
much
first,
either.
so you never been since day one. You haven't ever been like hug, kiss, etc., hold
I've
each
been
other.
affectionate, but not to like where they would want me to be affectionate, like hands on, like cuddles and stuff like that. Like I can't get myself to fully do that for some reason. That's been with everybody.
No, the reason it's a simple answer to that. I can speak on that. The reason why is because whoever hurt you before your first person you laid down with. Let's say you got touched, beat up, etc. You're emotionally abused, so you're not used to that. If you haven't had love, you're not used to that. So you'll show some of it because we're supposed to, but we're not. Like me, I'm saying right now, my girl and I, right? I'm me as an individual. Like I'm blessed, I'm woke, all that good shit. I say shit easily. As an
Yeah.
individual, that part of affection, like my girl can tell you, I am working on that. Because before my first baby mom, I was lovey dovey all good shit. She destroyed me bad, bad. Like I got fucking
Yeah.
slaughtered, right? So after that, I show affection to a certain extent, but I'm not
I
like
have a
I'm working on
sweetheart
to
too.
say it
Wait,
again.
sorry. You know,
No,
because
no,
my
no,
friend, she said, I love giving affection and reassurance. I got a big heart. I have a big heart. I've been told that, but then it's just like I can't give it. That I can't
for
like
now,
fully give
for
that
now.
affection.
For now, because you got to do the healing process, the awakening process, and then become woke. And that's where it's hard because if you don't have a support team, how you gonna have guidance? And if you
Yeah.
don't heal, you don't get guided. You then keep jump. I call it body hopping.
What makes
You
you
then keep
say
jumping
that,
in
AJ?
relationship after relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, a lot of people do body hopping because why? They're trying to fix themselves with the body by your side, but you can't fix yourself with the body by your side. All you do is hurting people, hurt people, hurt people. They're trying to be
Yeah.
affectionate. You're trying to fix yourself. You get scared, you run away. Then what? You destroy a
No,
good
I mean I
person.
do it, but then like it's like I guess they feel that I'm not giving it as much as I should be. So then they back
Day by
off.
day, brother. You get that. I promise you that.
So it's like, okay, my friend just said you're real strong. I can see that. And her phone froze again. She said, your eyes give that aura. I am an empath. I pick up on a lot.
I need.
Hmm.
Well, affection is their love language, but that's mine. I need affection. If not, it won't work out. Oh no, 1,000. No, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
working with my girl. 1,000 on
I
that.
appreciate
I
that,
speak all
AJ.
love languages. That's she 1,000. I'm
Yeah.
getting older. If I have to be the one doing all the affection and attention, then I'm gone. Yo, brother, 1,000. It's about being on the same page, best as
How am I trying
matching
to
each
do
other's
that?
energies.
Plus, you're trying to scrape me.
So tequila boy. No, yeah, but see that's where that part is. Yeah, it is very tricky because remember, your head's your best friend and your worst enemy, man. That's where yeah, that's
Yeah.
a part of you have to work
I
on.
got bit on my side. Son of a bitch.
Spiders.
My side hurts and I feel like a bum.
I hate I hate being in relationships with one person always trying. Oh yeah, chill out.
Your nail.
Me as a
Stop making fun
me
of
as
my
a
nail, AJ.
yeah, flat tire, only one nail.
My friend is making fun of my one nail.
Thumbs up.
Shh, I didn't cuss. I did not cuss.
Hey, vicious term. Oh no, but as far as I hate being in a relationship with one person. Oh yeah, so here's an analogy. I love analogy metaphors, right? In
What?
my lifespan, hmm.
Did you just who? What? Did I just hear you say you hate
Oh
being in a relationship? What? With
no, no. So yeah, so he said I hate being in relationships when one person is always trying, which is very common with a
oh,
lot of relationships.
I thought you were still that he said like, but he likes being in a relationship
No,
with like more than one person at the same time.
no, 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 no. That well, polys and
That's
open
how I was going.
relationships.
What?
Those are yeah, no, those relationships, polys and open relationships, they're gonna fail no matter what. No matter what. Why? Because one person will catch more feelings than the other. Always gonna happen. Always gonna happen.
Yeah.
People don't understand
I'm
that.
not gonna
That's what I
lie,
mean.
man.
Like,
I was in this relationship, right, with this one female, and this was years ago. Like, I mean, I think even before I had my 12-year-old.
and man,
Yeah,
like,
I
yo,
didn't know she had a
you get very
boyfriend.
all you want.
I didn't know she had a boyfriend,
One
and one day she decided to
Be
say,
a
I
fan.
have to talk to you about something. So I was like, okay. She was like, I've been in a relationship with the guy, and I'm like, okay. And she was a stripper. She was Asian and Mexican. So I was like, okay. She's like, I do love you. She was like, but I love him. And I'm like, okay. And I already knew it was coming up. I already knew it.
Have a life for two women.
And then she said, then she was all like, is it okay if, you and him share me? I was all, yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. You want to
Right.
be with him? Go ahead. Be my guest. I'm done. I ain't dealing with that. And she was like, but I love you. You don't love somebody and then want to be with somebody else at the same time. Like, that
Exactly.
doesn't make any
That's
sense.
toxic love. That's toxic love.
And then
Lo-
like maybe 2 weeks later, I found out she went to prison. I was all, wow, okay. Yeah, because apparently she had like two sugar daddies on the side, and like
Hey,
yeah.
Zips up there. How you doing? So on my side, the champ says I don't have enough money for two women. But yo, here's the kicker.
Oh,
Check this out. Bro, check this out. Yo, let's talk about the right quicks.
yes,
I was watching a
AJ, it's a
TikTok
true
earlier.
story.
I was watching a TikTok earlier, right? Earlier in the day, and they talked about
Yeah,
that. They talked about like it. Actually, this guy he talks about he's like a life coach type of thing, right? He's doing hella good. And he talked about he's telling a story. My boy, he went on 4 dates with four females, and he spent a rack. I was like, damn, a bone, $1,000 on 4 dates. And I put my comments as an individual. I go, hey, check this out. A lot of you gonna knock on me when I say this, and you don't have to believe me. But me as an individual, when I did my benefits, all I bought
yeah,
real shit. Real talk. I just bought like teriyaki and meals, and that's it. I didn't spend no dollars in the females. I didn't buy him nothing, nothing. We just chilled, TLC, our benefits, and have fun. But nothing more, nothing less. These females, not
yeah,
bragging. These females, like I have my daughters, right? So me, I don't
yeah,
dress up at all. I always be in my work clothes, right? They would buy me like gear. They would buy me like Jordans. They'd be like, "Yo, I don't dress." Like, what do you mean? I always see you in work clothes. I go, I don't dress for nobody. Not for my girl. Not for church. Not for nobody. I don't dress. I'm always working. So
yeah,
they give me the
yeah,
receipt. I'll take your receipt. And they tell me, do if you want to get return it. I go, I'm letting you know. I'll give it back to you. Like, nah, I'm gonna return
yeah.
it because you give me the receipt, and I'm gonna take the money to use it for my daughters. So all my benefits, they would buy my kid stuff. So my ex, my first baby mom, she thought that I would buy all the stuff. Like, nah, all my benefits did. So all the gear, all the food, that was
Sorry,
all
I was
them. And that's
drinking.
why when you say, real shit with talk, when you do benefits, which is wrong common sense, but yo, if they vibe with you, it's not about money. It's about vibing, and that's it. A lot of men believe that or females when they're messing around, you have to be like all lavish and bullshit. Yo, this ain't a movie, man. Yo, if
Yeah,
you blunt, you talking, you vibing, that's it. I
good,
just told them
AJ.
how
You
it
did a
was, and
good
that.
move then.
So that's why that whole thing that I believe that's more like my opinion, right? Just my opinion. When I hear about money and status, that's like they're like I
Yeah,
talk, street folk talk. Like, yo, you don't have to spend a lot of money to be with an individual, especially dates. If you
yeah.
believe they just spend $500 for a date on a female or male, like yo, and you having a bullshit conversation, that was a waste of money. Like let's just talk and
Same
vibe and
here,
that shit. I
AJ.
don't give a shit. I don't care where
Yeah,
McDonald's. Just talking vibe and have fun. It's just an open-minded conversation. And me as an
yeah.
individual, I judge you as an individual over a conversation. 5 minutes, 10 minutes of my time, I can tell if you're open-minded or closed-minded. If you're closed-minded, we have a boring-ass
That's it.
conversation.
Yeah.
If we vibing. Look at you and I. I don't know if you're mad at me. I met you on TikTok, right? I come on your TikTok. Look at for your first live, we chopping it up, having a good ass con. We've been on for a minute now, right? First live.
Yeah, how long have we been on here for? I mean, because
I
I
don't know,
think I
like 2 hours.
actually am very late on my medication.
Oh snap! You better take it before you turn to a zombie.
I think cause I was supposed to take it at 12. Yeah,
We're too expensive. Damn, Papa, you
I
better
was supposed to
step
take
up
it at
too.
12.
Love you too, Michi. What's up, Deandra? Oh, hey, what's up, Deandra? How you doing? How's it going, miss? How's your night? How's it going? How's your week? And congratulations to you, with you and your hubby.
Let me go
That
take my
that's
medication and I'll jump back on
yeah
with you.
yeah.
Okay, how
Do
do
your
I
thing, do
do
your thing.
this going off thing?
Oh, if you want to jump off, just get off the. It'll say like end the live on your side, I believe, and then you can jump back whenever. I'll still be on for a little bit longer.
Uh,
Yeah, it'll say like
let's do
bottom right,
it.
end live or stop live. The bottom right, the bottom little, there's like a power
You're
button.
pressuring me. I'm just kidding. Okay, and now, right?
Yeah, yeah. On your side, you'll jump off the live.
Okay, because I'm gonna take it and but I'm gonna eat first because if I don't eat first, like I get sick and all that. That's all.
Oh, you good? You good? You good. I'll be for
All
a little
right,
bit. You good?
all right. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, ciao.
Drink something.
Got you.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Ciao.